Strangleholds. For those long nights when you just can't seem to fall asleep, they'll put you out like a light. Get yours tonight. Strangleholds.
This is the captain speaking.
I find your lack of cannabis disturbing.
Check, did you check 1 2 1 2. Mic on and working? Sure is. And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Bugsy Malone channel, to the live stream. I'm Bugsy Malone. I'm your host. How y'all doing this fine evening? My bird is making lots of noise at me. I don't know exactly what he wants. I offered him some tortilla bread. Hey, Dave, how you doing? I offered him some tortilla bread, to which he came and had some earlier, and he seemed quite happy about. But I offered him some more, and he acted like he was going to come over. And now he's just sitting up there whistling at me like he's expecting me to bring it to him. He's a little asshole, is what he is. He's a blue asshole. 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 That's his Spanish or French name, Azul. It's spelled Azul, but it's pronounced asshole. Azul. Azul. Which literally, if you speak it in Spanish, azul, it's the color blue, just like his name in English. So his name is Azul. Azul. Spelled Azul. You're a loudmouth fucking little son of a bitch, aren't you? Yeah, I don't know what he's got going on. Yeah, Dave, I was just coming up thinking about having a sesh or a... Hey, John, how's it going? How are you doing today? If anybody would like to come on up and puff, the link is in the chat. But otherwise, I'm going to sit here and have a puff myself. Whoa. Get some goddamn control of yourself, young man. The goddamn ashtray for roaches is overflowing. Hell yeah. Right on, dabbity dab, 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 dab. Hell yeah. Right on, Dave. No problem. I'm trying to decide which kind I want to right now. I'm thinking I might do some V and Louie. I had me a big old fat bean cheese burrito. It's the refried beans. Oh, it's so good. I'm so bloated. I'm glad I didn't drink soda pop with it. It would have bloated me even worse. He's rolling some Irish Spring. Rolling some Irish Spring. I think I'll do V and Louie. Yes, John Filibertos. Yes, indeed. Oh, so wonderful. Big old fat bean and cheese. Oh my God, this. I have so little of this, but it's so wonderful when I smell it. I mean, they were little tiny plants, but they had nugs, good nugs on them. But they were teeny tiny little plants. This was the main cola. This was a secondary cola. Then you're getting down like the third nodes. Yeah. Oh, oh, very, very. It's not skunky in the traditional skunk sense, but it has a musk to it that is very skunk-esque. I don't know. Maybe we call it ferret weed instead of skunk weed. Hell yeah! Right on. It's good for filling you up, and it has good like a carne asada. And the refried beans are just they are grandma's refried beans, if you know what I mean. They're like made with something. It's that special secret ingredient. It's made with love. It's manteca. It's fat, literally. You know, they're fried, basically deep fried beans, and they're done in animal fat, and that's why they taste so goddamn good. Woo! Don't do that. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. No, I don't think so because I do fart, so I don't think there's no episode in the beans. But yeah, they may use it as an herb, but they don't use it to take the gas out of the beans if that's what you're at. But I do gotta say this: I will fart up a stinking mess when I eat McDonald's. I eat the beans from Filiberto's, and I might fart, but I swear that it's like it's just air coming out my butt. It's not like a poo fart, like a fucking. I'll gag myself with my McDonald's if I eat a Big Mac. If I eat a Big Mac, I'll gag myself with this shit. But no, Philly Birdos, it's just like wind out my butt. Oh hell no! They give it actually their beans give me less gas than a Big Mac does. So it's McDonald's you got to watch out for. When I'm eating McDonald's, I'll fucking be gross. When I eat Philly Birdos, I'm fine. Except sometimes I'll eat too much of their hot sauce and like burn my butthole the next day. But that's about as bad as it gets. Because their green sauce is like a medium to hot sauce, but it tastes so fucking good. And sometimes I'll eat so much of it. Green sauce, green sauce. The red sauce is slightly less hot. It tastes more like a roasted pepper, though. And I don't know if they have some really hot stuff that I could ask them for. I thought everybody got the McFarts. Seems to me everybody gets them. Every kid I've raised, every kid I've been a part of raising, go to McDonald's, the smell gets worse. Worse than any of the other fast food places. Like you can take a kid to fucking Arby's, they're fine. You can take a kid to Burger King, they're fine. Take a kid to McDonald's, they smell like they're fucking shitting themselves for 2 days. My last girlfriend, she had like a 2 year old, and we'd take the kids to McDonald's, and the next day that poor baby diaper was like fucking the grossest thing I ever had to fucking smell. That would, yeah, no shit, John. The fucking McFlurry machine, the ice cream machine, whatever, it's always broken. Always fucking broken. Break it down. Do, do, do. Oh! Do, 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 do. Hammer time. I hear a train honking. Barely audible through my headphones. Barely audible through my walls. We got block walls and double pane windows with the inert gas inside so heat doesn't get in. We started out with block walls. Then we ran like these fucking half-inch by 2-inch fucking slats on the outside and put styrofoam in between them. and then we put the chicken wire over that, and then we stuccoed over that. So not only do we have block wall, we have styrofoam insulation and stucco on the outside. Yeah, it's happening, Kiwi. Happy 420. All big ones, yeah, all big ones. I got 1 tub of green sauce and 2 tubs of red sauce left. And they make the fucking green ones as little bitty empty shits. I'd like to go in and ask them, who do you think fucking eats this much fucking hot sauce in one sitting? This is like fucking a chip. I pour this on one fucking Dorito. Literally. That's enough salsa to salsa up one fucking chip. Oh, gee. Oh, that's a beautiful little cup. Oh, it's so pretty. So tiny. Oh, that's hot. Hot sauce. Them white people won't be able to handle that hot stuff. What a scoop onto one fucking corn chip. Or less. Do, 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 do. You do, 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 do. What? Half-pound peanut butter cups? I want one. I could like making a hot sauce to start a business, Kiwi. I would do that. Yeah, a half-pound peanut butter cup sounds fucking awesome. But there again, I bought a whole pound of fudge at the mall at one of them kiosks that sell fudge by the pound. I bought a whole pound and ate it walking in the mall. Yeah, I said 420 Kiwi a few minutes ago. I was hitting my Duber at the time. Long, long, long time ago. Yeah, Kiwi, I love me a Reese's cup. Cool. I don't think our mall's ever closed, Kiwi. We just had to social distance and wear masks.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening, Dave?
Not
You good?
much. Fucking dicking around.
Right on.
I was watching Day of the Dead earlier. The new TV show called Day of the Dead.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
of that.
sucks,
Yeah.
sucks,
Oh.
sucks massive cocks. Massive whale-sized cocks. Sucks them. It's just not very
How
good. It's kind of
come?
like, I don't know. It's like a PG fucking show with blood in it. So it's like
Oh God.
like a PC culture type person's idea of what would happen if zombies happened or something. But it's also kind of like filmed in a kind of comedy way. It's just not very
Yeah.
funny. It's not funny, but they're kind of filming it like it's funny. It's not funny. I know. I just didn't like the show very much. I'm a pessimist though. I don't like a lot of stuff. I don't care who knows it. I don't know. Just not digging this stuff. Like I personally, I think when I grew up, I was growing up in the 80s and the early 90s, there was a lot of like great movies to watch and a lot of good TV shows with good actors and shit. None of that stuff exists anymore. It's all gone. Like it's still there. You can watch it still. I do often. But I mean, the new stuff, all the talent and charisma and everything, it's gone in actors. It's all gone. Occasionally you get a good fucking
How's
good
it
actor.
going, everyone?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
What's up, Cuphead?
What's up, Marvel?
Oh, hello.
I was on one of my rants about how modern stuff sucks so hard. Do you care to join in? What do you think of modern stuff? You like it?
Yeah, he does. He likes the modern Marvel stuff
Oh, yeah.
Ah, no,
and
not
DC
me.
stuff.
I read too. I do read, and I don't like it what I see. I don't like. Well, I try to read. You know what I end up doing? I end up just skipping, skip, flipping through the pages till I see something I like, and I'm like, read that bit. And then if I continue, sometimes I'll continue reading. Sometimes that one bit will get me in. I'll be reading and reading and reading and reading, and I'll finish the
read
rest of the
books?
story. Books, comics, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh,
Articles.
Dave, did you hear, a lot of these, like, old, TV shows, like, you always think, like, they're never gonna bring back these shows, and then all of a sudden, they bring it back, and there's, like, new episodes again. Like, that's, like, that show Dexter? There's a new season already, new episodes again.
Ah,
Do you ever watch
that's
that show,
good.
Dexter?
I did. I watched it up until one of my friends was into it before I was, and he watched. I think it was only up to season 5 when he was telling me to watch it. But he told me when you watch it, when he gets married, stop watching it. And I was
How
like,
long did that show go
fucking
for? How
okay.
many seasons
I don't
is
know.
that?
I remember it was like when I watched it, it was 5 seasons, but I only watched it up to the start of season, up to the very end of season 3, I think it was. You know, and he gets married and has a family and shit.
Oh yeah.
I stopped watching then.
There's a new season today. There's new episodes today. Called Dexter New Blood. It's around Christmas time, and
Yeah.
he's killing people again. It's like a
Is
new.
the original actor in it?
Oh yeah, same guy. He's
Huh?
back
Okay.
again. Yeah, and the son's back, and his son, you get to see his son in it too.
Oh, I didn't even know he had a son. See, like I was saying, I stopped watching when he got married.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only him and the son now. You don't see the daughter or the wife anymore. Something happened to them.
No, someone
The
told me
daughter.
that after. Yeah, someone told me that after he gets married, like everything goes wrong, his whole family gets murdered, and all this horrible stuff
Yeah.
happens. They prefer to having a happy ending where he just like ends it with being, oh, he's married and has a happy life. He said that's the way you should end it too, so I did.
But with this new season, he ran over to another town because he's on the run. The cops are looking for him. And if you watch the other seasons, like the 5th season, he's in a brand new city now because he doesn't want to get arrested, and he's undercover. So he pretends to be a different person. So the cops won't recognize him when they walk by him.
Yeah, like he wears a disguise or something, like a fake mustache.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he changes
what I do.
name too. So he works at a gun store now, and he changes name so people don't know who he is.
I shave my head bald, I grow a mustache, and I just limp. Walk around limping, and no one would know it's me. Be like, no, that's not Dave Gorman. That guy's a limp. And Dave doesn't have a mustache. Like, oh yeah, that's not him.
But it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Dexter New Blood. It's like a Christmas. It's around Christmas time, Christmas music playing, and it's pretty cool. You should be
With
You should
Krug
watch
over
that,
the
Dave.
Dexter
You
style.
should watch.
I did. I watched it up to season 3. I might go back. Yeah, because sometimes I do get bored and I go back and watch old TV shows I like because I can never
Maybe you
find
should
new
watch
stuff I like.
You should watch the new season that was on today, the first episode, the one with the
Ooh,
Christmas
I'd do
music
that.
playing.
I wouldn't do that right there. I'd have to go back to the very first one and watch from the very start up until the very last one. Otherwise, I wouldn't get it.
Oh,
I'm a weird dude. I'm weird.
oh, yeah. But it's cool how you have Christmas music playing and he's killing people with like cool Christmas music playing, like, because I like some of those old classic Christmas songs from the 80s and they're playing.
Ah,
in the
you
back.
like good imagery, do you?
Yeah.
You know, I saw this movie back in the day called Gangster #1. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, I don't
Okay,
think
well,
so.
it's about a gangster in the 70s, and it's about how he started being a gangster and where he ended up. And halfway through the movie, there's a scene where he's sent to kill someone. And what he does is he goes up to their apartment and have a typical kind of English block apartment. He goes up to the apartment and he goes into the place and he turns your man's stereo up, pure loud, playing this like weird song. The guy just happened to be listening to, you know what I mean? It's not anything that the murderer guy didn't pick the music. The guy getting murdered picked the music. It was his song. Man turns up pure loud, so that's all he can hear. And then he goes fucking ape shit, like takes the guy he's murdering and starts stabbing him and smashing him through everything. Like makes a lot of now it's becoming obvious why he turned the music up. Because he's basically using the guy as a wrecking ball through his own apartment, smashing him through walls, picking up ashtrays and bouncing them off his head. Pretty fucked up, but it's a pretty cool scene. It's a pretty cool scene in a movie. Like if anybody's never seen that, like it's worth checking out on YouTube or something. It's called Gangster #1.
Why, there's a sequel?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
No, that's
It means like he's the #1 gangster.
#1.
Yeah, he's the #1. He's a fucking head case. He's always talking to himself as well. Like, you know, before he does something crazy, you'll see him. You'll see him standing there looking in the mirror, but you can hear him talking to himself in his head, and he's like, "You're the fucking #1. You're the best. No one can fucking stop you. You own this fucking world. Get out there and tear that guy's head off."
I've texted him and called him, Kiwi, and haven't got through, but I'll keep trying.
But Dave, usually like the first movie is always the best one, but sometimes the second one's better than the first one. Only sometimes. That's very rare when that happens. When the second movie's better than the first, that's very rare. Usually the first movie's the best one, right, Dave? Right,
Most
Dave?
cases. Most cases.
Oh yeah. But I think the first time you can say like a second the sequel is better than the first is Terminator 2. I think Terminator 2 is better than the first one, but
I think it was The Empire Strikes Back.
That's another good example. Both good examples. What about The Godfather? Part 2 was way better than Part 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that's when he goes back in time. Well, not back in time. He doesn't travel back. It's when you see his past.
Oh yeah.
You know, like he goes back to like the flashback. The whole movie's like a flashback. Your man's in the 1980s being like the ruler of the city, but then it does a flashback and it goes to when he's a little kid and he lives in Italy and he's like the poorest person. And his dad gets killed by mobsters and he has to like run out of Italy.
Well, that's a long movie, Godfather. I saw it. That movie's really long.
It's a fucking great movie. Godfather Part 2 is what I'm talking about, though. Not 1. Part 2.
It's 3 hours. Is that movie 3 hours? I think it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
the
reason I can't watch those movies over and over and over again, like Lord of the Rings, like The Godfather, The Hobbit. The reason I can't watch those movies over and over again is because I think those movies are too long. They're like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
It feels like 3 hours. It feels like.
Isn't there extended versions of the Lord of the Rings as well that like is clipping 4.5? Each movie's like clipping 4 hours long because they put in all the scenes that was to cut
out of the movie.
To put it all back in.
Oh yeah, there's like an extended cut where they add some extra scenes that didn't make it into the movie theater one, so it makes the movie like 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what they did with
people on DVD would want that though. People buying DVDs would want that.
That's what they did with the Justice League movie. They released one in the movie theater. You go watch that one for 2 hours, and then they made a 5-hour one that on HBO, the Justice League Zack Snyder
yeah.
4-hour one. They had two
Yeah, that
versions
was a
of
weird
Justice League. So you
experiment.
go to the movie theater to see the 2-hour one, and then there's a 4-hour one that you watch at home. Yeah. So the way I watched that is I had to spread it out and watch it in like 4 days because it was such a long movie.
Damn.
Because if it's a 4-hour movie, the trick is watch like the first hour, and then the next day watch the other hour, and then maybe the third day finish the last 2 hours of it.
Yeah, I don't like doing that because by the time I get to the end of the movie, I've completely forgotten the beginning. That's the same reason that I wouldn't watch, like, Dexter season 6. Just like, because I don't remember season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember all that stuff. So when you don't remember it, that's the perfect time to go back and watch it.
Was that today, season 6 of Dexter? I think that was today, right? Season 6?
I don't know. I didn't check it out yet.
Because there was new episodes today. It was called Dexter New Blood. I don't know what season that is. I don't know how many seasons there are of Dexter.
6,
I don't
7,
know.
8, 9.
Oh yeah, so this might be like season.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's been going for a while, that show. And it said series, and it also said series finale of Dexter. They said it would never come back, and then all of a sudden they bring it back again.
Well,
You never
Dexter
know with
New
shows
Blood
these
might be a
days.
new series.
That's what I was thinking. New Blood. That implies to me, like movies and stuff, they always use the same titles, like Resurrection and same crap like that. One I always see is Tabula Rasa for an episode name of a show. It's always called Tabula Rasa. One thing I know about that, whenever it's called Tabula Rasa, someone in the fucking episode is losing their memory or something. Right? They're forgetting
like,
something. That all seems to me.
Yeah.
So
And
when
you got,
they
like,
say New Blood like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
but
you
when
got
they say New Blood, Rambo, New Blood.
Yeah, like
Is
you
that-
got all these movies. Like I got the idea, Dave. Like you got all these movies with like that word blood in it, like First Blood, Rambo First Blood. Then you got Dexter New Blood, and then you got like all these films with that word blood in it, right?
Well, they're all
Yeah,
fighting
what I'm
and
getting
killing films.
Yeah, what I'm getting at is New Blood. New Blood implies to me they're going to kill off Dexter and replace him with someone.
And then there's Friday the 13th New Blood. I think that's part 5, New Blood or something.
And what happens in it? What happens in Friday the 13th, New Blood?
I think that's the I haven't seen that movie for a long time. I think that might be the one where there's a guy pretending to be Jason, and then
he's like replaced almost. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
and then I think at the
New
end
Blood always means they're going to replace him.
Yeah, and then I think at the end they're all excited they killed Jason, and then they realize it was just a guy pretending to be Jason.
Yeah, wasn't him at all.
And it was all because it was like a son, and then his real father died, so the guy was he was mad. His father died, so he pretended to be Jason to trick people. So he was going around killing people, and then when the people finally killed him, they realized he wasn't the real Jason because his mask fell off. And then the next movie after that,
Did you see the first Jason Voorhees movie? Did you see the very first one?
Oh, I saw the first one. There's no Jason in that movie. It's his mom. His mom's
not the very first one. Sorry, the one where he gets resurrected as a zombie. That's what I mean. That's the very first one to me.
But Friday the 13th Part 1 is Jason's mom was the main character, and then something happens at the end of Part 1, and in Part 2, Jason wants revenge on the people that.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil if it's because some people
I think it's the third one he gets. Isn't it the third one he comes back as a zombie?
No part.
I remember when the guy's breaking open the coffin and they're like they want to stick a big spike through his body to just desecrate his corpse, and he's like crawling with maggots and shit. I nearly threw up when I seen that as a kid.
Oh, that's the one with the lightning hits the thing. Yeah. 3 is.
There's never a good reason for why they put that mask on his face. Why did they put the mask on? There's never a good reason for that.
Yeah, but Part 3 is still human. Part 4 is the one where he's like a zombie, and then Jason goes to New York. That's another one where he's a zombie again. So Part 4 and Part 6, and then there's one called Jason goes to hell. That's the one where he goes to like the devil and has to, and the devil has to like summon him and give him more powers, and then he goes back to Earth and uses a snake to kill people. That's Jason. I don't know which movie that one is. I think that's Jason 9. Jason Goes to Hell. Have you ever seen that one when Jason meets the devil?
Yeah, I think so. It's not
And
my
the devil
favorite. My favorite is Jason versus Freddy, obviously.
Yeah. And then you have Jason. The devil gives Jason a snake, so Jason just shoots a snake out of his hand and kills everybody. I like that movie, but I know not many other people liked it, but I enjoyed that one. But Jason had a snake. I thought I would never see that before.
How about
Jason.
Jason X, where they had shot him into space? And
Yeah, that's a good
future,
one.
in the
That
future, the
movie's
nanobots
funny.
repair him.
Oh yeah, that's a cool movie. I like that too. But did you know oh Dave, did you know in the Jason goes to hell in that movie, if you watch after like the unrated cut, the director's cut of that, there's an after
Yeah.
credits scene in that movie where it shows Jason go back to the devil, and then Freddy Krueger's in that in the after credits scene.
Oh yeah,
So
I did see that actually. I've seen that.
and then
I've seen
yeah, and that
before.
movie goes right into Jason
Jason versus Freddy.
versus Freddy. So Jason 9, and then Jason versus Freddy goes right into that one, and then there's Jason X after. So that's Jason
versus
X was
Freddy
an
was the best
okay
one.
movie. That's where Jason's in space.
I was kind of like, what's the word? Zany comedy.
That movie was okay.
Me too,
It's okay.
Kiwi. I am. I'm gonna keep.
Oh, my favorite
bugging him.
kill in that movie, Jason X, is the one when he there's a place that's freezing, so he puts the head in the -5 water, and he freezes the head into an ice cube and then breaks it. He throws the head into a wall and it just shatters.
What's up, Garcia? What's up?
How you doing,
Dave?
Garcia?
That's my favorite kill in Jason X, when he puts the head in the -5 water and the head freezes. That's the coolest.
That is a good one. I actually do have a favorite kill in that movie. It's when he's in like their little holodeck thing, and there's two chicks making out in a sleeping bag, and he like zips up the bag and beats them to death by slamming the bag on the ground. Bang, bang. And they're in the bag like making sex noises because they're robots or something. You don't know they're getting beaten up. So in the bag, like going, "Oh yeah, baby, harder," and he's smashing it like busting it, and they're making weird noise. Funny.
What's up,
Like he's
baby?
distracted by the holodeck.
Yeah, and then but
Boinking
there's
on the
not many.
holodeck.
But a lot of these new horror movies, a lot of them are not as good as like the older ones. The older ones are classics, so you can always go back and watch those again. The newer ones they're not as good these days, right? The newer horror movies.
I honestly think they're all afraid of getting sued.
I wonder if that holodeck scene is a hinted link to the Star Trek universe.
It wasn't a real holodeck. It was more like a
Visually
holograms in a little area. It was just a little fucking area. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly. It wasn't like Star Trek holodeck though.
Right.
But it was like enough to make you think, oh, it's real for a second. It was just weird.
Dave, did you hear about that in Evil Dead? Where you know how we got like Army of Darkness? There's talk about an Evil Dead Christmas movie coming with the same actor from the first 3 movies. It's gonna be an Evil Dead
Bruce Campbell.
Christmas movie.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called like
Christmas.
It's gonna be like Evil Dead Black Friday or something. So he was working
Black
at like
Friday.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's a good idea. Black Friday is a good idea.
No, but he's working at the store, and you have there's 2 good actors in the movie. You have the main guy from Evil Dead, and you also got the guy from Dawn of the Dead movies, the original, like the black and white one. So you got that guy too. I forget his name.
The black
dude. Yeah.
He must be long dead. That dude can't still be alive.
They're old now. A lot of these actors are old now, but some of them come back to have cameos in some of these movies.
Damn. I didn't think he'd still be alive. I thought he would really be dead by now.
But then So it's like they work at like a store like Target, but they don't have the rights to call it Target, so they call it like
No, it's
something.
not Target. It's S-Mart. Those works at S-Mart.
Yeah, and they
So
and
it's
they
like Kmart. It's
Yeah,
like
S-Mart.
Kmart then.
yeah, and they
Shop
work at
smart.
they
Shop
work at the
S-Mart.
store, and they open the store and they say like people can come in and buy like what they want and stuff like that. There's a good discount, and they let all the people come in, and they don't. One person's like sick, so
Fucking
and then when they all
deadites.
come in, they all get infected because one coughs on everybody. So you can have like zombies all running around the whole store, and it's gonna
No,
be
in Evil
crazy.
Dead, it's not zombies. In Evil Dead, it's like possessed people.
Oh yeah.
Like possessed
And
by spirits or something.
and then
Deadites.
I
That's
heard
what I
there's
call
an
it.
Evil Dead video game coming too, like a team. It's like team
Really?
deathmatch, like Call of Duty, where
You can
you get
have
to play as
chainsaws
the
on your arm, yeah.
survivors. So survivors, and then the zombies are online people. I thought it would be the computer playing as the
That sounds
zombies, but it's
like Left
online.
4 Dead.
Yeah,
That sounds like Left 4 Dead right there.
yeah. But I thought it was
You know
gonna
what Left
be
No,
4
like a
Dead
but you
is?
can
survival
have a
game where
you
you
can
have.
have a chainsaw that's attached to as part of your arm.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, that's right. But it's gonna be harder now. It looks like it's gonna be a harder game now because if you have online people playing as the zombies, that's gonna be harder to kill them because they're gonna be online people. I thought it was gonna be like the computer. I thought it was gonna be like online people as the humans, and then the zombies are just computer. But they want to make it hard, so they're
No, it's
gonna
going to be like 5v5 or
It's going to be
yeah.
competitive. It's going to be a
yeah.
competitive game.
It might be like Friday the 13th a little bit. Jason's an online guy, and
The game will be like the Valorant in some way, except it'll have aspects from the Evil Dead.
Have you guys never played Left 4 Dead? Seriously.
I've watched
oh,
it.
left for
Okay, well, it sounds exactly like Left 4 Dead. One team
oh yeah, that could be fun.
is the monsters. One team's the monsters, and the other team's the survivors, running around with shotguns and flashlights and shit. And the monsters
Oh,
have to
that'd
kill
be
the survivors.
that'll be
And the
that'll be
survivors
fun.
the survivors usually have to do a couple of little missions on the level while they're surviving, like, fuel up a car, get to a
Yeah.
certain place to start up the helicopter, shit like that.
But
It usually is really fun and intense. I can see if it was like a Walking Dead
because
or not a Walking Dead. What was it?
I
What
think
were we
that
just
could
talking
be
about?
an
Evil
Dead.
Dead.
esport.
Yeah, an Evil Dead game would probably be really cool as that.
I think that game could be an esport game, like where people can play
Yeah,
for
really
money.
could.
Yeah, that's
Really
what
could.
I was just saying, yeah.
Because they also
I'm
have like
rolling,
racing games like
rolling.
Hot Wheels Ultimate. Like that's another racing game, and
What's
people
up,
are
Huggy?
playing
What's up,
that for
baby?
money. People do that for money, and look how good those people are. And the game just came out, like so it's crazy.
Oh.
I don't know. I find it's really hard to entertain me with games nowadays. Even games I used to really like.
Mm.
Like, it's hard for me to be
Yeah.
entertained by it anymore.
Yeah.
And it's cool how in games now they use real people, real actors in real life. Like they got Bruce Willis to come to do a Black Ops Zombies mode. So Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, Rambo. So they got like both of them to work together to play in the Zombies Black Ops. So you got Call of Duty always gets movie stars for their zombie modes.
I mean, it'd be a bigger deal to me if they got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who the fuck Bruce Willis? He's never in like an apocalypse or nothing. He was just in like, he's trapped in a building with some terrorists.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No,
The
he
reason
was
he's
in
not
he
in
was in
the Predator game.
Armageddon.
That's an asteroid. It's not the
But it's an
same.
apocalypse. Still an
I remember
apocalypse.
Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is in one of those grindhouse movies, one of those things, kind of zombie movies made by Quentin
He was
Tarantino.
also in Natural Born Killers.
One of those. Yeah, but he never survived an apocalypse type situation. That's what I'm saying. Rambo's a
I call
badass.
Natural
Rambo,
Born Killers
Rambo,
lifestyle. An
Rambo,
apocalypse
Terminator 2, yeah.
situation.
What the hell did Bruce Willis ever survive?
Oh, he
Yippee-ki-yay,
survived
motherfucker.
in that movie Die Hard. He was jumping off
Yeah, that's
buildings.
about it though. About it.
He's climbing up ladders and there's explosions.
Zed's
while
dead,
he's,
never
baby.
survived nothing.
Zed's
They were all
dead.
movies.
Bruce Willis almost got banged at that time by Zed in Pulp Fiction. Remember? Zed's dead,
Oh.
baby. Zed's dead.
Yeah.
oh, and
Yeah,
and
he's lucky.
and Dave,
He's
another
lucky.
crazy movie that's coming. Like, if you want to see a movie where the stunts are gonna be so crazy, like over the top, where you're falling off an airplane and you're jumping off like boxes to get back on the plane with no parachute.
Yeah.
Why? Like, you should watch that new Mark Wahlberg movie coming out called Uncharted, based off the video game.
Ooh, I do like Uncharted. I like the games of
What the
Uncharted. Now.
fuck
Those
did
are
I
fun.
do
No,
with
but
it?
no, but the movie looks so crazy. Like, he's
Yeah, I
falling
know.
out
If
of the
the
he's
if the
falling out of the
movie is
plane with
anything
no
like the games, it's
parachute,
gonna be Indiana Jones.
and he's jumping off boxes to get back on the plane, and it looks so scary because I never seen stunts like that before.
Yeah, that's the type of
Yeah.
stuff that's in the games. Don't you play the games? Play the
Oh yeah,
Uncharted games.
I played the games before. The
Perfect.
some of the
Exactly
scenes
like
in the
Indiana
games are so
Jones.
scary. Like,
Yeah, it's exactly like Indiana Jones.
I
If that
have an
film-
Indiana Jones game.
It doesn't. If that film is shot right, it's done correctly,
Yeah.
it'll be exactly like Indiana Jones. People are fucking.
you had
love it.
like crazy things, like you have to like climb up, so there'll be like like a train falling off a snow hill and the snow's pushing the train and you're about to
What's
fall
up,
in like
motor?
-5 water, so you have to jump on the train and then run. You have to run and time it right and jump.
What's up, Motor?
Uncharted
Yeah,
is the only
that's
reason I got a
it.
PS3. Uncharted is the only reason I had a PS3.
But do you think that
Seriously,
could be
like,
do you think
100%.
that's gonna be a good movie, Uncharted? Do you think
Yeah,
so?
if they do it, if they shoot it right, if they do it right, they don't
Yeah,
fuck around.
yeah, Dave. He was a ghost.
Because it kind of looks like the video game a little bit, like crazy
Bruce Willis
stunts in
was
the
a
movie.
ghost.
Oh yeah, he was a ghost. He's
He'll
fucking
die
dead.
soon if he gets any older.
So we
Actually,
have
the
to
face of
He's,
it.
he's dead. He didn't know he's dead.
Yeah.
But Dave, we have to see
To the
how
face of it.
how the movie reviews are gonna
To
go and how the
the-
critics rate the movie. We have to see if the critics will like it, and I hope the movie does well because I want to see Mark Wahlberg do another.
Where are you trying to
Uncharted
grow? The
movie.
world's smallest buds.
This
I-
is what I got
I
left.
think they could have done a much better job with Prince of Persia movie, but I
Oh, you're fucked.
The movie was okay.
wish they would
right?
have.
What's your face
Bugs
like?
in
You see
that
it with the
movie.
eye and the nose and the mouth and the moustache.
Oh,
Got a bit of a
Motor, is
Hulk
that a
Hogan
tree?
thing going on.
Unbreakable was good, Huggy.
Motor, is that a
Very
Christmas
hard.
tree?
I could name a bunch of movies of Bruce Willis that were
Oh
good.
man, I'm
Just
working
not
on
one.
Motor,
What's that
was that
movie
a
with
Christmas
Bruce Willis?
tree?
You remember that movie of Bruce Willis as the voice of the baby? Who remembers that
Is
shit?
that Boss Baby? Boss Baby?
No, back in the day, probably before your time.
Yeah. It
Look who's talking.
was live action. Look who's talking.
Yeah, look who's talking.
Look, he's talking too as well.
Yeah,
They did the sequel.
remember those? Remember those?
Another one.
Bruce Willis was the baby, I think. Was Bruce Willis the baby and John
Yeah,
Travolta
John
was like the
Travolta was the dad.
dad?
I think.
Yeah, exactly.
John Revolting. Oh, John Travolta.
Oh, I don't.
I can
John
guarantee
I
you
never
those
heard
movies
of
are
that
not
movie
in.
before. Never heard of it.
You should check it out. You probably like it. Probably hasn't aged well though. Probably some like racial words in there you're not used to. Like people back in the day
showing
used
us
to be
your pipe
used to saying everything.
there, Motor? That's a
That's
cool
what I
pipe.
noticed anyway.
Oh, and Dave, another good zombie movie that I like is that movie called Overlord. Is by the creators of that movie Cloverfield with the cameras. Like, that's a good zombie movie.
Overlord.
Yeah, it's by the creators of Cloverfield, like the one with the camera moving around, the big monster.
The handheld camera.
Because I actually love
It's by the
zombie movies.
Cloverfield universe. It's like
Yeah,
that, but
the handheld camera works. The like the found footage.
Overlord 2018.
yeah, Overlord's a good zombie movie. I liked it.
My favorite zombie movie is one where the zombies are not undead. It's 28 Days Later, where they have a mutated rage virus that the government turned into a weapon, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
It's not a
boosted
fucking zombie
rabies.
movie then. Not a zombie movie.
It
Not
kind
zombies.
of is.
You're infected.
Warm Bodies
Zombies.
is the best zombie movie of all time.
I don't see.
No,
That's
there's
what
not.
I'm saying, though. Tim, in my
That movie,
opinion,
Warm
that's as close as you
Bodies.
get to zombies in realness. With realness.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
You're
Warm
not going to get
Bodies is a
undead things
zombie
coming
and
back to
human
life. You
movie.
might get
Zombies
people
and
with
humans team up.
Like Biden's still
Peoples
going.
with rabies and crazy brains. Mate.
Yeah.
That movie, Warm Bodies, was okay. I
Parasite.
wasn't a fan of that zombie. I don't really like that zombie movie. It was okay. But if other people like it, that's okay.
It was a
I like
great-
Zombieland 1 and 2. Those are
Zombieland.
cool. Those are cool zombie
Right.
movies.
I could start reciting names of zombie movies and see what's the point of. Like, you guys know that. You guys seen the George Romero Day of the Dead movies? The
Oh yeah, I've
original
seen
ones.
Dawn of the Dead,
Those are the
Return
best
of the
ones.
Living Dead.
Those are the best
Return of
ones,
the
even though the
Living
zombies
Dead.
are kind of shitty. Zombies are shitty and phony looking. Like, they're just guys with blue makeup on and walk up going, "Ugh," they don't really even look like zombies. But like the idea of the movie, like they're free to do whatever the hell they want in a big giant mall. Like, that's a great idea.
But Dave, Return of the Living Dead's a really good zombie movie with the toxic tanks and
Yeah.
the toxic spray sprays out that they get all infected and
It's
feel
really easy to
sick
get
when
these
they-
movies confused as well because they're all called Day of the Dead, Night of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Diary of the Dead,
Oh,
fucking
Return of the
Dawn of the
Return
Dead,
of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead 1 to 5. They're all sound
the
the
first
same.
one. I like the first
Same
Return
for
of the Living Dead. The first one's my favorite. The other ones, they're okay.
I think the first
first
one's the
one's
one where the
awesome.
toxic,
Warm Bodies.
toxic
the
waste,
best zombie movie.
toxic waste, toxic waste.
Has anybody seen
All in the
Redneck
water.
Zombies? That is fucking terrible. It's like a B-class movie. Redneck Zombies. And they drink some shit out of these fucking like jars, and that was what fucked them up or something. Fuck, it was like, oh my god, this is so bad. It's like someone filmed it on their fucking.
Sounds like you're
the brew
describing
liquor too
Toxic
strong.
Avenger.
Toxic Avenger, that's another weirdo. He's not a zombie, he's just mutated or something.
I saw a very
Weird.
black and white zombie movie, and I thought, oh, well, here we go. And I wasn't going to watch it. And I found myself getting drawn in by it, and fucking watched the whole thing.
And the
And I
cool thing
regretted
about
doing it.
Return of the Living Dead, the zombies, like they even speak in that movie. The zombies talk too.
Yeah, they
Return
do.
of the
That's
Living
right.
They talk.
do.
The
Oh,
zombies
I
are
can
like,
speak.
we want more cops to come. They say something like that.
They cut a
Like
zombie's
me.
head off, and it starts like shouting at him, going, "Pain, feed me, pain." It's like when he's trying to say he needs food, he needs to eat, or he's not eating
And then
causes
there's
zombies pain.
and
or
then you
something.
got like Night of the Living Dead, the black and white one. Then you got the 1990. I think you got like a 1991 one that's like in color. And then you got the Night of the Living Dead cartoon movie that just came out a couple months ago. So so lots of Night of the Living Dead stuff coming out. Lots of those.
Zombie stripper strike back. Oh yeah.
That's when all the
Zombies
senior
are so
citizens
passe.
and Hollywood stars hit
I
Broadway.
know
think I
you'll
might
like
have
that
married one
movie,
of them.
Bugsy. Bugsy, I know you'll like that movie.
Do you know what's the most intimidating zombies I've seen in a long time? Remember that movie World War Z?
And I also like Scout Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Scout
Those are pretty
Guide.
good zombies. It was a good outbreak. It was a good outbreak movie.
Dave,
Even though
that's
the
a good
zombies
zombie
kinda suck.
movie. I enjoyed it. Scout Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. That movie is pretty good.
Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse. I don't think I've ever seen that one. We type that in too.
No,
That's
Good
a-
source.
that's-
You're a good source of information. Information
That's a-
about movies.
That's a funny move.
Scout's Guide. SCOUT. Scouts.
Cuphead's the one that convinced
What,
me
the
that I
zombie
want to
apocalypse?
go see the new Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, Marvel Internals.
Oh no, never, bro. You're not going to convince me of that.
Yeah, but you got 2 Game of Thrones actors in it. That's what gets me excited. Those
Yeah,
two
I know, but
actors-
like I know that I've read all those stories, and I don't want to go and watch someone tear them to pieces in front of me. That's what it is. It's like someone taking a comic book I like and just going and throwing it up into the air.
But
It's
the
like
reason,
fuck you.
but
It's
the reason
good.
I was excited for it is because you had the guy, like 2 actors from Game of Thrones, and I saw how good those actors are. So that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to see that movie and turn.
Not the titty parts, really.
Well, everybody can like what they like. Like I'm just not. I don't fault anyone for wanting to see it. I
But
just don't want to see
but
it.
Jon Snow, you know that actor from Game of
But
Thrones that
apparently,
that
there's
was,
like the daily scene and shit. They don't fucking hold
You
back.
can tell me Jesus Christ himself appears in the movie. I'm still
but
not.
Dave,
Jesus
you know
Christ.
the actor from Game of Thrones, Jon Snow,
Yeah.
he's playing the Black Knight in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
gonna be the Black.
Yeah, that character sucks though. I've never
But he has
like
a
went, oh,
special
Black Knight's in
sword.
this. I'm
Like
gonna read this shit.
he has a black sword, material or something.
I actually like the Dinklage's role of the fucking doc.
But the
Stop fucking
internals
me
are so
over.
powerful. Like the internals are so powerful. Like they
in
just
Iron Man.
they just punch the alien, and look how the alien just split in half with like one punch. That's
Oh
how
my
powerful
god, that's so tiny.
Yeah, but
motor.
if I directed a movie, I
This is
could
the
be the
original
bestest guy,
Ken.
and I could punch them, even though I can't
That's
do
so
that in real life.
tiny.
Whatever.
But
It's a
did you
movie.
know that, Dave, in the internals, like in that movie, if you did watch it, like you should see how powerful they are when they're fighting those aliens. Like
It hurts
like
my
look how
feelings
strong
that you
look
have
how
to
strong
deal
they
with
are.
how
They
Tell
can't
me.
even kill an alien without with all the even without the internals there. Like
Yeah,
if
the
it's just
I mean,
one
it's-
internal, they're
Marvel
powerful.
Cup,
Like they
Uh,
Can you
don't
tell me
all
this?
have to be there.
Does any of the Eternals have a robot leg that pops open and a gun comes out, and then they take the gun and shoot like 50 guys in a row?
I like that
But
bit when
they
Fuck
they
the gun used to
fly.
come
Some
out.
of them have different powers. Like one can shoot
They're
bombs.
not RoboCop though.
It's like fucking, you know. Then it shoots you. It's like okay.
No, it's just not for me. It's like a movie directed for people after my time.
And then
That's
you
what I
have
think.
like, but Dave, in that movie, the internals, you have like some scenes where like the aliens are grabbing the internals, and then you have some of the other internal teammates. They're like, you don't hurt my teammates. Like you have acting like that in the movie. You don't hurt my teammates, and then they all run to the alien to try to save their teammates, and then they all get captured. Like why does that always happen?
I mean, that's what happened in where Big
think
Purple
Captain
Guy
America
snapped
saved-
everyone away. I mean, we watched Spider-Man get torn to
Every movie does
atoms. You know?
It's like some of the characters grab me. Like I liked the Captain America movies; those were fucking cool movies. And it was 3 of the movies. Like you get 3 movies that's all in the same series. That's all kind of different from each other. There's the same with Iron Man and same with Thor. But like the new movies coming out, we're not really getting good sequels of characters we want. Like when is the next? I know the guy who played the Black Panther died. But when are we getting the next Black Panther movie? I suppose they're called off now because the guy died. Ooh.
No,
but Dave, did you
So
know?
never going to see Black Panther again. Yeah, we're never going to see it again. We're going to see Black Panther.
The girl's going to
Black
take up the
Cheetah.
pen.
Oh, Dave, did you know Blade in the Marvel universe, the new actor that's playing Blade it's a different guy now. It's not Wesley Snipes anymore. A different actor
You know, I
playing
really
Blade.
I really like the original Blade movies, but I bet the new ones are going to suck.
No, but Blade's in the Marvel universe now. He's in one of the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
Not
no, but how
now.
are they
He's
going to do
always
it?
been.
He's always been. How are they going to do it though, Marvel?
It's a different
How are
actor
they going
now.
to do Blade? Yeah, I know, but think about it this way. Have you ever seen in a Marvel movie? Have you ever seen someone get decapitated, get their head cut off?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, Thanos.
No.
We saw Thanos' head get cut off.
So
Well, did we actually see it happen though? Did we see it with our eyeballs, or was it off camera?
Oh,
Remember, he got stuck with the axe in the chest. There was barely a drip of blood when that happened.
It was slightly off camera.
Yeah. He got the axe in the chest.
It was
Remember that?
slightly off camera. It was.
Yeah.
We saw
So
the axe cut. We saw the axe coming in the arc.
What I'm driving
and then
at,
we see the head go on the floor.
A Blade movie without like at least like every 5 minutes about 20 people getting decapitated is going to suck.
Yes.
Unless Blade can cut people's heads off.
It was R-rated.
And do all kinds of cool shit. The movie's going to suck.
Oh, and
Dave,
Dagger in the
the new
boots.
actor that's playing Blade, the new. I was trying to tell you, like the new actor that's playing Blade, Dave, is the guy from the show True Detective and Alita Battle Angel, the main bad guy in Alita Battle Angel. Like all those movies that I just told you about. That's the new actor that's playing Blade.
Well, you
the guy
should
from
see
True
Alita
Detective.
Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel's good. Dave.
Well, like,
Yeah, the
why
bad
did they need to
guy.
recast Wesley Snipes in the first place? Why did they need to recast him? If it wasn't for him,
Because
there
he's
wouldn't be any of these
old.
fucking Marvel movies happening.
He's old.
So
Wesley
Blade
Snipes
can get
is
old.
not
Blade's a half human, half vampire. He's supposed to get old.
out.
He's half human.
No, he's supposed to live
Yeah, the
a lot longer than
Is-
you.
No. He's half human.
we
He
saw
was
I saw
aging.
Blade in
That's
a
how he
new in a
got.
brand new Marvel
That's how he
movie,
got
but
where he
I just
was.
don't want to. You know
Like,
the
he was
new
born a
actor that's
vampire. That's
playing
why he got
Blade.
to the age he was, because he was aging. He's just aging slower.
But
Remember
Dave,
that
He's
bit
Asian.
story?
Yeah,
He looks
but
Well,
Dave,
you know-
I saw Blade. I saw Blade in the in the new Marvel movies, but I just don't want to say the name of the Marvel movie because it will spoil the movie for everybody else if I say
Morpheus?
the movie that. But Blade, I
Was it
saw
Morpheus?
Blade pop up in a Marvel movie, but in a brand new Marvel movie. But I don't want to say the name of the movie because people might get mad. They might say you spoiled the movie.
And then
for-
Dave guessed Morpheus.
It was Morpheus. Because no one's going to care here. No one cares. Like, I get you wouldn't want to say that around a bunch of like Marvel movie fans, but we're not all. Most of us here don't care. We're just discussing movies.
No, get attacked him.
You can spoil that stuff here. If it's just the name of a movie, you can spoil it. But probably someone here will get.
No, because
spoil
in
the
Marvel,
end of a movie.
so like Marvel, it's Marvel internal. So you have Black Knight, and then Black
But you-
Knight's like
When I was growing up, all these characters that are coming out now that you're really excited about Marvel Cuphead. These are the sucky characters no one cared about. Like I remember Morpheus.
These were the B list characters.
That's why I'm having
Back
trouble
in
getting
our
excited
day.
about it. You're not
I'm still
talking
doing
about
it.
Spider-Man. You're talking about like Spider Junior or something. You're talking about some guy that's just associated with some guy.
But Dave, you have like the Marvel internals, and then you got Black Knight saying on the walkie-talkie, like he says, "I need your help." He's talking to Blade on the walkie-talkie. He says, "I need your help. Can you come and help the internals?" And then you have Blade pop up and say like, "Yes, I'll help you." So
He's don't
like
call me
a-
bum.
But it's just gonna be Blade. It's gonna be Blade, like probably like all these movies.
It's the same way. It's the same way
Morpheus
Captain Marvel
movie.
showed up in.
Yeah, that's
That's
how they
pretty
always
crazy.
introduce the guys. Like you've
That's
seen
the
all
best
the earlier
story.
Marvel movies, yeah. You've seen like the earlier Marvel movies, the Captain America's, the Iron Man's, all that stuff. They were kind of all the same.
Oh, Cuphead dipped. He
Super.
got mad at us for challenging him on Marvel, I think.
It's not that I'm challenging him. I just don't agree with him.
Like dude off The Simpsons. What's his name? Comic book man, boy, or whatever.
He can have his own opinion. He's allowed to love those movies the bits if he wants to. I can't. I've
Right
seen
on,
enough
Marvel.
of them. I've seen
You
enough
think
of them.
so,
You know.
AV?
I started getting tired of those movies around now.
I don't think we have the position to judge whether Black Panther.
No, I'm not judging them.
I've talked to AV. AV says that Black Panther was racist as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was.
Marvel Cuphead, I
But I don't
respect
think
your
it's-
opinion. I just disagree.
No, that was AV. Said
No,
that.
I'm not talking to AV. I know I'm talking to Marvel Cuphead. He was talking about like the movies are good. I'm not saying I think those movies suck. I just don't think they're for me. Personally, I think they kind of suck, but I can understand how other people would like them. They're still good.
Oh yeah, especially kids.
It's just I'm not into the characters that they're in there. Like
I played video games with the Eternals, and they were just
kind of
other
like when you're playing
characters.
it's kind of like when you're playing a computer game, like when you're playing Street Fighter or something. There's all the characters you like that you recognize, and then there's all the shitty ones that are new at the bottom. You couldn't give a crap about. Like you'll try them eventually. You'll try them eventually, but like at first you're gonna go straight to the characters you like.
The moves got weirder. They started doing real fucking stupid moves and like that. Stick to the traditional moves. It's traditional.
Yeah, stick to the traditional stuff. Exactly. Yeah. So traditional stuff to me: Spider-Man, Captain America, Batman, all that stuff. But all these new guys coming out, I don't even.
Versus Street Fighter. Did you ever see that one? Arcade video game.
What was that?
Marvel Comic versus Street Fighter. They probably did a few of them, yeah. But I remember jamming on a couple of those.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Fucking
shit out of his eyes.
Marvel versus Capcom.
We all watched Black
That's
Panther,
the one. Yeah.
There was a Marvel versus Street Fighter.
I know Dave did, and I know I did.
Alpha 4.
What? What did I do?
Did you watch Black Panther?
Yeah. I have a lot of
Yeah,
opinions about it. I don't think it's racist.
yeah. Well,
I think it's a bit like over fucking done. Bit much.
yeah, well, all of them are. I feel that way about every
I think the one thing that stuck out to me about Black Panther was it kind of makes the people in Wakanda seem kind of shitty. That they're living so fucking great and have hover cars and everywhere around them is fucked. Like, I mean, specifically in Africa. I'm not talking about all the country. I'm talking about like the regions around them. They're all like child slavery and all this shit. And kind of that's confusing. Like, why aren't they helping people in Africa? The first thing they do is get like they go to Harlem or something, helping black people in America. What about the black people in their own country? Like, that seemed ludicrous to me, but whatever. It's a story. That's about the most racist thing I could get out of it. Other than that, it's just a simple fucking story about people, a superhero in Africa. It's like Africa's Batman. Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't stop all crime, I suppose. But see, that's why I found it confusing, because like Black Panther, literally, in his own country, could fix everything. Just here, everyone have fucking money. Because he's all the money. He's all the money.
They basically do.
Yeah.
In his own country.
Click his fingers and fix it. There you go. But he doesn't.
In his own country,
like Batman,
they basically are.
Batman fixes everything. Like, he runs the fucking big Gotham company. What does he run? Wayne Industries or something?
But he doesn't.
He fixes the orphanage and stuff. He does. He's always adopting children. He's adopting every child he's adopted.
But he's also fucking competing against these underworld fucking bosses. And fucking...
Yeah, true.
I got bored one time and I added to what was on the fridge, and I thought, well, if they're fucking scribbling all that shit on there, surely I can fucking doodle around maybe. Zagat. Yeah. He's gained a bit of weight on his legs for some reason. Fuck it. I tried to keep him skinny, but there
he gained some weight.
On pretty chunky. Yeah. It's like,
that's fuck. Junk in the trunk.
Yeah. If I go back here, it's not really good imaging. It's getting blurry and shit. The Ultimate Warrior. He's got the arm up like he used to, running up and fucking. Bucky got a bit taller. I was like trying to keep him sort of respectively.
Is he just a cat?
Zagat.
It's a cat.
My strength is much greater than yours. Yes, we could smell you coming, mate.
Go home and be a family man.
Yeah. You're not a warrior. You're a beginner.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. You must eat your children. Hello, I'm Mike Tyson. So I'm hungry for ears. So I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. You little faggot. Come over here and fucking stay there. Oh man, getting carried away now. He wasn't allowed in New Zealand. We wouldn't let him in. No, fucking rapists can't come in here.
AG, there again, Game of Thrones, I don't feel like that was a zombie show either. That was possession as well.
Magic.
There may have been possession of dead things, but still possession and control by a controlling factor.
It was more like magic. That was like World of Warcraft or necromancy, where you're just like...
Yeah, necromancy, exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't zombies. Who's screaming? Someone's shouting. Let me out of the cupboard! I won't do it again!
That was Dave's dog.
Children. They get higher pitched, the more sugar they have. It's like, fuck. Don't give them lollies. Ever. It's like the gremlins getting water. Right. Fuck it begins, man. Oh, hey, Bugsy heard them at full screen one time. One of them, he came in, he was just going, like a demon. Demon form.
Yeah.
We come across fucking crack chicken.
What I was saying earlier about Blade as well. I don't see Marvel making a good Blade movie. Not that Marvel like that I know now, like making all that Disney shit. No, they're not gonna make a good Blade movie. At least the one I remember.
Different.
Yeah, it's gonna be real different. Or isn't it a TV series? I don't think they're making a movie. They're making a series. You remember that show that came from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel the Vampire Detective thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be that. That's what they're gonna make. They're gonna make that.
Buffy the
That's what I
Vampire.
see it.
Tight little butt. Have you ever noticed?
Goofy.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You can say me anytime. Not now though. Back then, probably older than me, so that'll be like 50 years.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that show for a whole array of reasons back in the day. And it was not like to do with her fucking acting skills.
She was just pretty, and that's why they put her in there. She can play it enough and look good enough. Like, we got something here. Couldn't get for half an hour or 25 minutes that program.
I just watched that fucking Day of the Dead TV show, and it just kind of pissed me off. That's what's up with me. It's like it's a zombie show. I was expecting, like, it's gonna be some good zombie stuff. No,
Brains. Oh,
yeah,
no,
nothing interesting. They were just like, I don't know, fucking throwing the rules to the wind. The whole rule book went out the window. Like, zombies are getting shot in the head, the bodies are still walking around trying to act like fucking normal. Arms are getting cut off and crawling around the floor and opening doors and shit.
Yeah, it was like, how the fuck are you supposed to kill these things and shoot the hand in the fucking head? Yeah, hands coming off you. They're just feeding off that.
Zombies can do whatever the fuck they want. Zombies can do whatever the fuck they want. You can empty a whole clip into his chest. Bang, 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 bang. Zombie won't fall down. Somehow the bitch doesn't realize you got to shoot the fucker in the head. But when she runs out of bullets, it's like when they run out of bullets, all of a sudden the zombie ain't that big a deal. Now they can just push him into a room or something. It's like stupid acting, stupid scripted show. I know. I won't be watching anymore, but anyway, it just annoyed me.
The Walking Dead had me fucking hooked, that bloody son of a bitch. Because the thing about it is that, okay, they should have ended it. They should have just went, okay,
Yep.
and because you're going to fucking die before you actually figure out what happened, Die of old age. Well, I was trying to keep up with
You're
them.
not going to figure out what happened. They're never telling you what happened.
Going on now.
They're never telling you what happened, what caused the outbreak, any of that. You're never getting that information.
I was watching it all the way through, like from the first one all the way up to like fucking about where Herschel's farm, and maybe a bit after that, and then it fucking TV went off the air. No more TV unless you go give us some money and buy. If you're poor, that's all. No more TV and no more. And that was me. So 2013, I never watched TV since.
Well, Dave, at some point during an outbreak like that, you would stop caring what caused it and start caring how to survive it, and not really give a fuck what caused it.
Bridge when you get there, sort of thing, eh?
Yeah, that's true.
Concentrate your energy, what you have, your life source, on doing what needs to be done first, and then from there.
Dead set, no.
It would have been fucking cool to be in Walking Dead. I would have fucking given my life to be in there. Just be one of the characters.
AV's question.
I never heard of
I never watched Walking Dead, Motor.
Haven't you? Oh my god. Don't try and watch it because you'll get hooked and then
I ain't got the time for it.
You'll die for old age before you see what it is.
Here's what I like to do. When two people walk up to each other and talk face to face, just start pressing the fast forward button. That's all you have to do. You'll be able to get through the whole series in about one day. The whole fucking whole 7 seasons. Right?
It's one
people
of those
stand face to face, nothing's happening.
Bugsy, it's one of those programs that'll get you at the end. You have to watch the next one because it's fucking ending at no, don't end now. Like the lady's by herself with the baby. She's injured and there's heaps of zombies coming and there's no way out. What's going to happen next? You know what I mean? You just have to see what happens next. Because if you've watched it that far up to that point, well, you're going to have to see what happens next, and then you die of old age, wondering what fucking was going to happen next. Did you go to heaven? Well, apparently there's internet in the spirit world because there's people in the comment sections talking to the dead people. And thank you very much. You did very well. And, it's like, do you reckon they're reading the comment section? Well, if their Wi-Fi...
That's what I was doing. Yeah, I don't know, AV. As I said, I haven't watched it.
Fuck, the ads are getting real bad. I'm getting 3 15-second ads. And ads in the middle of the song. Yeah. Like you're listening to a song and then fucking an ad comes on for 5 seconds.
Oh, fuck. What site is that?
YouTube.
In the middle of a song?
Yep. And before it starts up, I'm getting like sometimes 3 15-second ads. They just don't like me, these motherfuckers. Talking about you know what too much.
No,
we have ad blocks out there, so man. I
have ad blocks and on the ones that I don't pay for a premium, and I have premium on the ones that I do pay for premium.
Dude, I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 simultaneous ad blocks.
Yeah, I got 5, 3 that runs on one.
Yeah.
And 2
all for
that
different
runs
things.
on another. Yeah.
And you gotta have a cookie deleter, something that deletes the cookies from the sites you don't really visit that much.
I don't even know what the whole deal with the cookies is. What's that all about?
It's just like the site remembering what you did when you visited it.
The site leaves a little code on your computer that lets it load where you left off and shit like that.
Yeah, it's how you sign in, and then you come back later and you're still signed in. You don't have to sign in.
All right. I was thinking, no, I've already
cookie remembers. But you delete those cookies because sometimes you get bad ones and they will fuck certain stuff in your computer up. Like all of a sudden, because too many cookies or you got the wrong one, you can't close a web page. Or
that's probably what the fucking I've been getting because my shit's
screen a video.
It's getting slow.
Windows 10 should have a way for you to delete your cookies. Mine does.
And I just put,
I have an app that automatically does it. When I click off a site that I don't normally go to, it just deletes the cookies automatically.
I just got given a 12 gig memory card for the first time in my life. And I was told that will help free up space and make your phone run smoother and shit. And fucking it's gone the other way, actually. If anything, it's been fucking way worse. So just jumping straight out of YouTube, no, halfway through the comments.
That's not from adding a memory card. Memory card should make it better.
Yeah. And I have activated, I understand you've got to format it and blah, blah, and it's gone, yes. Then all that shit. And I'm like, okay.
What you gotta do then, you gotta take all the videos you stored on your phone, move them over to the memory card or something.
Move them over to the card, yeah.
Just put them straight on YouTube and then I delete them so I get fucking weighing my fucking computer up.
I have a hard drive dock that I stick my old hard drives on and use the space on them to take up shit. To store shit from that I currently use. So I have a couple of old hard drives that I just plug into the dock. I can keep them like a book up on the bookshelf.
Last computer I had was a Commodore 64. I got 2 of them for fucking $200. I was like ripped. I was like looking back at it 5 years later, thinking that's a fucking rip off.
I played it AV, but I never owned it. I just played it a few times.
Smoke coming out of them like a little genie, although fucking I Dream a Genie was coming out of the fucking parrot. Played all night and hallucinating and shit. Commodore 64, fuck, the worst ever game in the world, hands down. I even put the link on this other video that claimed that their game was the worst ever video game of all time. I was like, no. You wait till you play, I don't know what they call it, but it's a WWF Commodore 64 wrestling game, Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan. And all you get to do, the only interaction you get to do with the game is control a cursor and select a move. Then it either comes out or it doesn't. It shows you a couple of pictures of like them doing the move and stuff.
I remember that game.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst video game ever, hands down, surely.
It sounds shit.
See, though, one of the best games back then that I played was on that same system, which was Zaxxon, which was the 3D
Well, I looked the fucker up. Well, I looked this game up.
I heard that game on PlayStation 2 on they must have brought it out again on what was it? Sega?
No.
I thought this was fucking sad. Yeah. The old on this was 1981 or 1982, I think. And it might have been the Zaxxon. But that was way too hard for me. I was like, hell no. Not when I've got like all the other games I'm going to play.
I got good on that game. I got good at that game as a kid in a coin-operated arcade box. Yeah. It was hooked to the back of one of the bars here in my little town.
What kind of game was it? I can't actually remember. I can remember the name of it. Was it a shoot 'em up game? Space
it was,
sort of shooting
flying
game?
through space. It was a 3D
Oh,
flying thing. You're flying in a 3D.
Zaxxon, I know what it is.
You're flying like straight ahead, and things coming at you like this.
You can go left, right, up, or down, and you're just moving at the. You have like a button that can make you go faster or slower.
Oh, are you going this way?
Gives you the third dimension.
Like Defender, or you're going that way?
But
you're just going across.
The ship never moves. It's the map going past you that's moving.
Oh, okay. One of those ones. Try to spin you out with bad graphics. Oh,
well, no, Space Invaders is the same thing. The map moves. Your ship just goes up and down.
Yeah. Remember Asteroids in the arcade? Fuck, that was a terrible game, eh? Like if it was still kicking around, like in like the late 80s and the early 90s in places.
You can still find it for the new machines. You can still find Asteroids for any new machine.
Stop things from landing on the ground. I can't wait.
It's that popular of a nostalgia game.
Yeah, just as a collector's item.
Like Space Invaders. You can find Space Invaders for any fucking video game.
Did you ever play the one that was had about 4 different names, Retrovision, and it was called The Fountain as well? Maybe down these ways, England. The Fountain, and it had tennis and had like the fucking 2 bats with the ball. The one
Pong. We called that Pong.
And bouncing into them and coming back, and it had Space Invaders as well. You could select from about 16 different types of game, different colors in the background. Did you ever play that one?
We called the tennis game Pong. That was literally the first video game ever made.
They were very rare. Yeah, I saw one of them.
No, wasn't the first video game. It was the first arcade machine.
Racing,
right. It was the first,
Yeah.
and it was not made upright box. It was made in a sit-down box, so that you sat across from each other in the bar.
Oh, okay, that was cool. Yeah, that would have been cool. We just saw the console versions of it. The actual one that they did,
I had a version of Pong as a kid.
Children.
My buddy had one that was just Pong. We had one of the cabinet versions, but I never saw it work.
We had these little boxes. These little boxes you just connect to your TV. Just connect the little box to your TV to wire, and we just play a Pong. What had a dial on it.
Yep.
Play a Pong constantly. Yeah.
We had Atari.
Only one player unless you had an extra controller to plug into it. clear pond.
He's all got this.
Take a look.
What up?
No, okay. This is my nephew. Yeah, they make it all
Shut up, dude.
54, 11, just about like a week.
He's nearly the same height as me. Look at this fucking shit. I'm 5'5", not very fucking tall.
Yeah, nice.
One of the kids that bullied me.
Yeah.
Kyrus went up and then said,
bully.
no, and then he said, bro, you bullying my friend, and then Elijah was like, who? And then he pointed, and then Elijah said, oh, telling other people. I was like, okay, one-on-one then, come on. And then he just looked and was like, and then just walked away and sacked it.
Oh my god! Don't do that.
Yes, these did. Oh, it's Jordans, $1,000 Jordans.
Don't do that unless someone's fucking backed you up and you have to fight. Don't fight anyway. Don't fight for good reasons of your own throat. If you get a bit bummed out or something, don't fight because of that.
It's not pushing
Just
me.
fight.
I get angry.
Just only fight when someone is like if you ever felt hey, look, leave me alone, and just like, hey.
How do you move?
Oh, bang on this thing. Oh,
Push that kid in the throat.
hey, the less you know about fighting, the safer you'll be. Trust me.
That was bullying him, and I said, gentlemen, and
Christ.
bro, it's big
Get
consequences.
that
You
kid a shank.
broadcasting crime.
He needs a shank, man.
So the natives.
Because in New Zealand are overpowered. Huh?
Overpowered.
Where the hell are you guys going? Oh.
I swear.
That guy in my room. Find my bloody munchie stuff. They can smell them, man. I tell you. I got my cookies, for the night when I watch the fucking what's that new detectives program where they fucking figure out who the fuck killed who and how they did it and that. I'm fucking addicted to those, man. Been watching it about 2 years. And I just
like a
in the
CSI.
If you come in the other day, he's only 3. He fucking smelt them out, man. He was like a fucking little one of these bloodhounds or something. He sniffed them out, and I was like, no, he'll just run away with the fucking things. Eh? Yeah, he said, come back here. He'll go faster. You know what I mean? Damien Thorne. That's that one. I was like you're taking him to the church that time. Like, daddy. Don't take me to the church. Sunday school sucks. Remember that scene when the fucking kid was like,
I kind of agree.
No,
I kind of agree.
Fucking snake tongue on this kid. That's what they should have done. They should have done a quick little snake tongue that came out and it was like, oh, did you see that?
Hey, I'm out. I'm jumping off. See you guys later.
All right, Dave.
Good, Gary. Take care, man. Cheers, bro. Good to see you. Hey, you guys. I'm going to tell them to skedaddle if I can. Fuck, I don't want to be booted in the balls. Not exactly little.
Later, Dave.
It's different from the American kids. I think it's just like fucking children themselves. There's fucking German children doing the same thing. So weird.
Oh God, American kids are worse. They be fucking knocked down, dragging through the walls, dude. My nephews fucking beat the living fuck out of each other sometimes.
Holy shit!
It's crazy, yeah.
Man,
it's out of control violence. It fucking really is. We got some lunatics.
When
here,
I was
dude.
there, I was dying to come to America. I was like, no, I just want to go so badly. I felt like I was going to the people I like, all my heroes are, everybody, you name them. I just thought, man, I'm going to TV world, because the TV got me that. I was like, man, is it even? I thought the soil was going to be all different and everything be way different. Probably nearly the same in a lot of places. But I sure as hell don't want to go there anymore. Once I grew up, I was like, no, I think I'm in a pretty good place here. Yeah, it'd be good to go to America for like 2 hours and then just bring me back again.
It'd be good to come travel around and see the what wonders we have. Like the Grand Canyon is something to behold.
Yeah, man.
The Grand Canyon
I
is something to behold.
And videos, man, I've done it literally, you know, and on the live streams, people show the camera and they just start walking around. Like if I just took you outside and walked around, you don't even have to fly down here. You just get the experience, see. But it's nothing like in real life.
It's fucking hot out.
Yeah. Same with the Grand Canyon. You can get the pictures where you see that it's massive.
Yeah.
And that one side and the other side are the same height, and everything
man.
is so. It's a mile deep, you know. And
yeah.
You get that impression through the pictures, but you just don't get the insane immensity of.
And they were called like I Shouldn't Have Survived. And they were like people that got lost in the Grand Canyon and got hurt and stuff. And it showed you like what it was like. And I was like, man, you couldn't even climb out of there. You could be like, if you try to climb out of there, that's too dry and crumbly, and you'll go fall down to your death.
Oh no, you know, you'd have to make a raft and ride the river.
Like it's the length of the North Island, and then realize it's a dead end. And go, oh well, all the way back again. Like fuck that. Like I was flying around there.
You would literally have to risk your life. Risk your life.
I was amazed. I was putting myself as well. That got lost in the Grand Canyon. And I thought, okay, I'll just go randomly anywhere in that fucking the middle of the Grand Canyon, and go, okay, I'm here, and I'm down to like almost real life sort of level. Then I come back up, sort of like 12 feet or something, 20 feet, and then just start looking around and start walking. Like, where's the way out? You know, fucking 24 hours just to realize that you just went to a dead end. It's like, man, you're fucked if you parachute and land on there. You're dead unless somebody finds you.
Yeah, but there's a lot of traffic in the Grand Canyon these days.
That's the thing they were saying in this.
Constant helicopter flights showing off the Grand Canyon. You know, down in the Grand Canyon, at one of the spots in the Grand Canyon is a town called Havasupai, which is where some of the Wallapai tribe, the Supai people, the Havasu people.
Can you fellas get out? You're making too much noise, man. I'm trying to be on the live stream and you guys are fucking, I can't even hear what he's saying. Oh, hey, look at that. I'll get a person up there.
But that's down in the canyon where they have some little waterfalls and some really blue ponds and shit like that. But
there's a river that goes through the Colorado River.
That's Colorado, yeah.
It's still one where someone fell into there and it started up. I was like, fuck. It was halfway through the actual ordeal where he tried to climb out of there, and it was too dry, and he fell and he landed in the river. Then got like fucking zapped to like.
People fall off cliffs there every year, climbing out to take pictures of themselves dangling. They'll fall and die. Every year there's several people.
And it's hot as shit as well, and really dry. Then you've got all the fucking the snakes and shit. And if you're trying to sleep overnight, you're going to die because it's fucking freezing cold. And anyway, where you're going to get away, there's probably going to be a snake or some fucking animal in there that'll kill you. Like dealing with
in general, the snakes. In general, the snakes, they don't want to bother you as much as you don't want to bother them here. If they don't want to come up and bite you, they're going to crawl by you to go catch a rat. They don't want to. They don't want to eat you. Yeah.
Or stand on one, I suppose, or like leave no way up, then it'll probably go, get out of the way, and then like.
I mean, if you wake up and one's crawling across your neck, lay the fuck still.
Yeah, just let it do what it's
crawling. Yeah.
What if it smells fear? It's not gonna. You're scared and come back and get you, is it? Because you probably would be pretty scared. Like, fuck, there's a fucking brown snake or whatever. Cut across the fucking.
Well, our rattlesnakes is the dangerous, poisonous one, along with the coral.
Yeah, they really
snakes. Our coral snakes are cobras. But they're small. They're so small. Their mouths can only like bite you in here or on your earlobe or someplace like that.
Okay.
Their mouth can't even open up big enough to bite your arm.
They always try to make it out as like really dangerous creatures and shit. Like, yeah, if you tried to.
Well, I mean, if it did get a hold of you and grind into you, you'd likely die because it's a cobra.
Yeah.
Coral snake is, yeah.
New Zealand's actually got a snake. Lo and behold, I couldn't believe it. They've got a snake, but it's not on the land. It's a sea snake, and it only exists on some of the islands, like 1,000 kilometers offshore. Like, oh no. Too close. I know people that are scared of daddy longlegs that just go, oh my God, get it away from me. And it's a daddy longlegs and again, what?
Oh,
it's
God, the daddy longlegs eats the other spiders. What the fuck? And it's got a mouth so small it's not going to bother you.
The only spider I'm a little bit worried about sometimes is the white-tip spider because it just wanders around. And if it bites you, it can make you pretty sick. It's an Australian fucking spider that's been here since the 60s. They can grow up to about that long. I saw one about that big, but normally they're going to be about this long, about there.
Probably like a black widow here.
All the legs face to the front. There's only like 2 at the back, then little ones. But what they do is
yeah, that's a bit like a black widow here.
It looks for the other daddy longlegs, which is the most poisonous spider ever. But it can't bite human.
Right.
It looks for them, and all it does is eat them all day, or any other spider. It just kills them. Or it just prowls around, and it collects their poison. Then when it bites you, it can create like golf ball size fucking welts all over your body, and it can't kill you, but it can make you really, really fucking sick. And apparently the bites really, really hurt. But I see them hit all the time, like every now and then. The worst one was crawling up my shoulder one time. It was good, like that long. I just fucking, mate, you should have seen how quick. I couldn't believe how quick I moved. It was crawling up over here. I had a shirt on, and I was crawling up over there, and I turned around, and I just went, fucking ass! What the?
God. God damn.
The time I went to jump into bed, and for some reason I thought, I'm going to check, because usually I just, I'm tired ass and just get in there, and I pull the sheets back, and I go to jump in, and there's a fucking, one of those right in the middle of my blanket. I'm like, oh my God, something that was telling me to check, man. If I'd have jumped on that, I would have had no sleep, you know what I mean? I mean, what's that horrible pain in my back?
God.
Bloody Australians. A few of their creatures got over here. It was inevitable. They're only like 3,000 kilometers. It's too close. We've always dealt with it.
Especially with shipping going back and forth.
And we're like real super careful when it comes to biohazards, like other insects coming into our country and that. In our ports, we just fumigate the fucking, even the people, fuck you, Chinese mars, like, fucking get them as well. What's in your pockets? Fucking fumigate. No, they can, but yeah. No, not too many creatures here can hurt you. The land can, and we do have fucking have the big giant fucking pigs, wild pigs, and that, and they can grow real big, man. Like, you know, they thrive here.
That's the black widows we have here.
Oh yeah, man, I heard about them. They will kill you. Those fucking things. Holy shit! Look at the design.
They're pretty nasty. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a relative of the katipo. It's a very rare spider we have here. Much the same size. It's got a red stripe on its back. All right, and it's called the katipo, the night crawler or something. That's Can you guys get out of here? Yeah. It's only found in the beaches under logs and stuff, but it's our only poisonous spider to kill you. And there's only been like 2 people that ever died from their bite. But much the same as that. Must be the same family. Just like that. Yep. Very similar. Have a Google up the katipo, New Zealand spider, spelled K-A-T-I-P-O. Katipo. Something about night and crawler or fucking some shit like that. It looks very similar.
It's like a resin puck you can get with a black widow in case.
Excuse me, Bugs. I'm going to go to the little boys' room, have a piss.
Hey, put the phone. And when they have babies, they'll come out in a swarm out of the hidey hole. Check. Let's see. I didn't want to open one. Check out. See, that's a black widow bite on this dude's cheek.
That's right. They're absolute fucking video game freaks, all those kids, but for some reason, because it's sunny, they want to come out and make a whole bunch of noise. Holy shit. Belly underneath as well. The whole right through is red. Okay, that's a bit different. Our one just has like a red stripe, sort of like a cat's eye sort of thing down it, but much the same as that. How big's that?
They're not that big. They're like an inch long.
Yeah. Like a pea sort of body on it? That sort of size? Yeah, same size, yeah. It'll probably be related. It'll be related probably just because of similar environments or something. Where are those found? What kind of environment?
And the color part doesn't have to be that same shape. They come in several different
varieties. How would you like your black widow? Do you want a skinny one, little one?
This is still a black widow.
Holy shit! It looks like a fucking soccer ball almost.
And it's a little bit hairy, like a tarantula.
We've got a couple of tarantulas here in the Auckland Zoo, and they look like they're fucking dying. They're not doing much at all whenever you see them.
They almost never do. They're nighttime. Nighttime.
And the bum on it was almost like the size of a kiwi fruit. It was a bit smaller, but yeah.
Yeah. We keep tarantulas as pets
here. It is. I don't know, for some reason, even though I've been bitten once, and it fucking caused me a bit of disturbance because it was a similar looking spider to that. We have them everywhere here, and they're like a cheap fucking version of those spiders. They can't really hurt you, but they look the same, and they're black all over and nothing else on them. Sometimes you'll see a couple little white spots on some of them when they get older or fucking something, and they go brown over.
That's males. Like, males have white spots.
Like a pea, a little bit smaller maybe. And one of those crawled into my fucking slipper. And like, I'm totally in like where there's fuck all of those. They're under logs somewhere where there's a swamp. For some reason, this thing was on my slipper. I went to go to the shed. It was raining. Put my slipper on. I come back. I'm like, fuck, my index toe is like super duper itchy. Like, what the fuck? Take my foot off. I'm like, ugh, there must be some shit going on in my shoe. There was these two little red dots, and this one of those crawled out of it. It was still alive too, and it was like squashed and like, then it was like, and ran off. And these two little red dots there that would be itchy whenever they fucking felt like it when you got a shoe on for like 9 months. I was like, motherfucker, fuck, it was like a bad fucking like mosquito, you know, sort of like a mosquito bite. Like it just would come and go whenever it wanted. Yeah, and like 7, 8 months later, I'd go, fuck, in the supermarket, stand there, I mean, fuck, I can't wait to get home, man. I'm fucking almost going cross-eyed to fucking get that shoe off and scratch my toe. Scratch the toe. Before you go and scratch the toe, there's these two little red dots, like inflamed where it bit me. They're like, you know, I'm like, fucking never fucking one of those bites you ever again. Like 9 months later, man, still fucking. A bit of sweat goes into something from your feet.
What the
aggravates fuck? It. Gets off the fucking poison that's on there.
That is the male version of our Black Widow.
Fucking hell.
It's smaller.
That'd be a cool motorcycle helmet if you copied that, eh?
I know, huh? Get it glossed, get it all glossed up.
Abdomen. That's cool, man.
Hell yeah.
But that just says, don't stand on me, whatever you do. That looks a bit bigger. Is that the same size as well? Longer
It's
legs.
smaller than the female.
Oh.
It's the legs might look thicker because they've taken a more close up shot of it.
I swear to God, one time I was sitting down on the porch. We had like a fucking ice cube kind of set up deck, like concrete old house. And we were just sitting there smoking. It was just me and my brother. A sunny day, sort of like this, and sitting down on my ass in the corner. There's a wall and there's a road out there, main road, and I'm smoking. And then I look over to the left, and there's this fucking tiny little fucking spider, like fucking 12 mils long. And it was sort of like white, clear, but grey, but it had fucking wings on it. And I went, what the fuck? And I was coming towards me. I was a bit very naughty, and I put the lighter on it. I just burnt its fucking face. I was about 19, you know what I mean? And I just started burning it. It wasn't dying. It was just going, and it was just coming at me with its fucking head burning. I was like, ah! They jumped
my God, Motor.
I thought it was just going to die. Angry now. I was like, fuck. Then it flew away, and I was like, fucking hell. That was a flying spider, man. I fucking kid you not. A flying spider. That is fucking horrible concept, isn't it? Even a flying death spider. Fuck that. Flying fucking female scorpion. Like, fucking lands on your neck, pissed off. Fucking dead. Thanks.
I'll be right back. I got to put the bird down.
All right, man.
Come on, Bubba.
How's everybody doing in there? Who's there? Just can't see the chat. Nobody saying anything nice? I remember Garcia. He was always good to me. Maybe, what was this? It's kind of about zombies. We'll be out here. Fuck, there's a lot of comments. Come on and buy you guys, but first smoke and tote and change this phone. Who's talking? Great comedy. Thanks, man. One Buddies is the best zombie movie of all time. Okay, let's go down further and lose.
Thank you for the subscription, Strange Minds Jewelry Lovers.
Second, season 2 would have been great if there wasn't a budget cut, but put the whole season at farm. I enjoyed that farm, but though they had a good fucking storyline. They fucking had the zombies in the barn, and they were trying to keep it hush hush, but because Sophia was in there, not because of that, but she actually ended up in there, and I was like, whoa, what a twist that was. They've been looking for her, Bugsy. This fucking. I was going, no, what are they going on about? When they fight the zombies, and they were just one of these main stars, main characters had a daughter. She was like 6 or 7 or something, and or maybe about that age. And she went missing when all the zombies came, and they had to fight them. They were like, Sophia's missing, and they were looking for her for like fucking 3-4 seasons or something, like ages or something. They were just looking for her, man. Then they sort of almost been forgotten about, and they were like, Sophia, blah, blah, blah. And then she was at Herschel's farm. He had a secret, and he was like the good guy that took them all in. But he had a secret that his barn was full of all his family that he loves. He
chained up.
He locked them all away in the barn, hoping for a cure one day, and they will all be cured, And Sophia was in there. And like one guy, he was just like trigger happy. I was like, fuck no. He found them all and just like opened it up, went, like blew them all away. Like, and Herschel was just going, no, my family. You know, he was like, oh man, that was cool. The Walking Dead is fucking good program. That's why it's been going so long. You know, and I know that if a program is shit, it's, oh man, fucking pull that bloke. The old hook comes out and goes. It's getting worse because they're repeating the same sort of. They're doing the same thing, changing the characters. They're doing the same kind of stuff. They hired some like 3 other writers and some other shit. They changed some stuff and they're like maybe. Well, that's the thing to do. The person who's writing, and you got to like find someone that can do something, take it somewhere else that's going to work too.
Yeah, for sure.
Kid that was like a little kid in the series, and his dad he was a policeman, and he gave the hat to his son when he shot his first. Like he's a little kid when he shot it, he had to shoot him. Was like, we're gonna die, and the kid was like, hey, he saved them all, you know. And he gave him his hat, and he wore the hat, and he's still wearing the hat, and he's like growing up and all this shit. And I don't think his dad died. He was like the main dude. He might be still going next year. I didn't watch it, but he's like the main dude right from the start. He's the main. He's the boss. You know. Yeah, he's He-Man. You know what I mean? Superman.
What's going on, Kiwi?
What's his name? Rick somebody. Rick. Hey, Kiwi, get your ass up, hey, man. I'll put a fucking light on you with my. I got a light on my head, man. I'm a doctor. And like, what seems to be wrong? I can't know where's going. Oh, this changing. What? The sun's moving quick.
Sun's moving quick. Going down,
Mermaid man, look.
No. It's only
I've
been
lost
dark
weight.
here for about 3 hours.
I've lost weight. I'm losing muscle. I'm fucking in the worst shape I've ever been in like 12 years. Yeah. But I still always got some. The light shines on my. Not allowed. Yeah. Fucking dying of you. The fucking light there. What are you doing? I should blow some smoke up and make it like theatrical. It's fucking right on me.
What is that fucking light, man?
It's the sun. There's a little hole in the shed, and it's at that angle, that 6 o'clock angle.
It's a sunbeam.
Yeah, I'll blow some smoke on it. This should be pretty cool. Is it lining up for my? Oh, where's it going? The cloud came over. The cloud came over.
It's right in front of you. What's that stuff?
You know this one?
Royal Crown Draft.
It's impressively made by this company.
Hey, Kiwi, is it you, Kiwi?
Underberg.
Where is Mr. Brown? Because I want to know. There's nowhere to be found. Mr. Brown.
What happened?
I should have
It's
changed
Mr.
my
Brown.
name.
Love you, Kiwi. How you, bro? Fighting the fucking.
Are you still hanging out at the wrong
people?
place? You still hanging out the wrong place, Motor?
The wrong place?
Yeah.
Is this
still
the wrong?
hanging out the wrong streams? You hanging out the wrong streams?
I've got the fucking the sun in my mouth. Crow.
You know, people are shit when they say Motor jumps on certain people's channels that aren't welcome at Hammy's because he can't even get on panel. So
Hammy's.
how the fuck this, you know?
Oh man, I got no issues with Hamilton. No issues.
Nah, Hamilton doesn't want fucking fireworks from all directions, bro. You know?
Really bad about you guys Man, I don't say a damn word, man. I don't really
Got more
like
things
it,
to worry
yeah.
about with a lockdown.
Yeah, they still like me. I told them straight up,
The lock-
man. Fucking hell, man. No, you know, I'm just here to smoke, man, have a good time, and fucking do what I'm doing now. I don't want to fucking fight for this person or that person's channel, represent fucking them
You
in any
you got
kind
to
of
learn to
war.
sing. Learn to
War-
like Dave. Got to learn to shut up and sing.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Just, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. That's all it comes down to, mate.
Well, where's he said sing? Okay. Oh, it's Mr. Brown. There's the one and know now. There's nowhere to be found. Hey, where's your dog, Mr. Brown? Get the
Asleep,
sun
mate.
on me.
He's asleep. He's asleep.
I can't hear you across, otherwise the phone might be able to be supported by the Xbox.
Have you been
Of
up
course
to your
he's
border to
asleep.
see if you can get through?
No. And they reach our warrant, bro. Don't need those anymore. Yeah, fuck. They're gonna do this. Yeah. To us, fuck the regions.
You gotta laugh because there's an imaginary fucking border down the street. It's like California, Nevada. It's like one minute you're in it, next minute you're not.
But in all seriousness, they will fucking arrest you if Hey, look, I was like, fuck, I was the only person in the fucking Rotorua countdown that had no mask on like 2 times. 2 times.
Dude, we literally have a town that we share with Canada. We literally have a town that we share with Canada that the border runs down one of the streets, right down the middle of it, down the yellow line.
Why did they put it there?
Yeah.
That's
How
do you tell those people they're not of both countries?
No, but I used to work for a bar called Cal Neva in Auckland, and he also owned a bar in California, Nevada. So he called it Cal Neva here. And I said, why do you call it Cal Neva? He says, well, our bar is right on the border of California, Nevada. And so the drinking laws stop at a certain time, and everyone from that side of the bar goes past this little marked line like a fucking yellow line, Bugsy, on the floor.
In Nevada, it's 24 hours a day.
Right. So all the Californian cops come in through one door, and everyone's sitting down the other side of the Nevada bar, and it's clearly marked with, Nevada and blah, 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 and everyone goes outside that door. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, that door you can carry your drink out with you and walk down the street with it and shit.
Oh, that's dangerous. Some chick gets it.
That's literally that is literally a Las Vegas thing.
Motor, compare it to Felton Street, right, or Fenton Street, right?
Oh.
Now, where all the hotels are, you're allowed to drink 24 hours, and if you're on the other side of the street where the motels and all the scum are, you'll get arrested. That's what it's like.
Look, I've got a Jonah Lomu angel fucking thing on. Look, Jonah Lomu has put up his hair thing on top of my. Bro, I played left wing as well at the same time he was playing, the same place, but obviously not as good. Yeah, he was massive straight away.
Is. Huge. There he is, my Mr. Brown.
He's sniffing the ground now. He is right there to be found.
He's a good puppy, yes he is.
Jumping, running around, upsetting the town, looking for Mr. Brown.
Such a good puppy. Oh, yes, he is.
He was Mr. Brown. Is it one?
Oh, yes. Yay, Dad, yay.
Bob Marley song. They're Bugsy.
Huh?
Mr. Brown. It's also called Dracula. It's got about 3 names because it was pirated out to fucking people just do what they wanted because they didn't know about looking after their royalties and their material and that because they were just people of the earth, agreement through voice, And then the producer they were working for was like, I'm going to fucking do whatever I want with this, record all these recording sessions that we had with them. They're now mine. And they were like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, he went out and pirated them or sold them off to Joe Blogs. That's why to this day, if you go and look for like, I don't know about now, but in the days like the 90s, 2000s, that go and look for like Bob Marley music in the record store, and you look for the Music World ones, the real cheap ones, and they're the same songs, but they got different picture cover on the CD cover. It's the same songs though, and you're like, oh, this might be a different version because I'm a fan and it's the same one. You know, sometimes you might get 2 songs on there that you haven't heard, and you're like, that was worth it. You know what I mean? It was absolutely worth it, even though I've got all those songs. I go, nope. Fast forward and they go, what's this one? And they go, it's terrible. Haven't heard it before. After a while, it grows on you. You're like, that's fucking awesome. Bob Marley's, you don't like it when you hear it first. You go, no, shit. If you get it forced on you, like, what the fuck? I have no choice but to hear it. You actually will like it. Like, you will never like anything before you like, because it comes on slow. It slowly, 20 years later, I'm liking songs I didn't like. You know? I hated. Yeah.
Right on, yeah.
Because he just comes across as this really drunken, stoned as fuck, fucking rambling, fucking, yeah. He has to cloak what he's saying. Otherwise, he'll be like, won't be able to get it across. He won't be able to get out there and do it because it was highly inflammatory, like inciting racism and sort of bordering on that, you know. Well, against the system, you know. And he was just blaming it on the white man, but you know, he said, I can't be racist. You know, if I'm racist, then I can't be righteous because I'm a righteous man for a bit. And so you can't have racism. You can't have a hatred in your heart. You can't have hatred in your heart because then you can't be righteous and you can't go to heaven because you have a hatred inside you. I hate this. I hate that.
Well, you know, even if you're not a believer, you can't carry that kind of hatred in your heart and be a happy person or a good person. You're going to walk around hating.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. You'll only get hate back, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll vent sometimes. We get tangled up in our fucking own fucking poisonous minds and shit. Yeah, and fucking happens, man. We get angry. And some people more than others. You're pretty lax, man. That's why I like you, Bugsy. You're not too fucking fussed about it. I've never seen you lose it and fucking get all stupid or anything. You know what I mean?
I got pretty stupid a few nights ago at stream.
Pretty human. And they be like human.
At Jesse's stream, I got mad at Desmond and I called him.
Oh, okay.
Called
you're
him
human after all.
Things that I believe he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know, when you've got that sort of...
I don't feel like I should apologize for calling him the things I called him. I should apologize for doing it in the open like I did.
Yeah.
You know,
in the heat of the moment, though. Yeah. In the heat of the moment, man, some horrible shit can happen. Death threats, even. Like, I'll kill you.
No, there was nothing. There was nothing like that going down. It was just me calling him out on something I thought he did wrong, and doing it quite publicly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
it's like I just try to be everyone's for me, man. Yeah. You know, some people say or don't say things. That can be trigger points, you know. For me, my demons, I came from a fucking really rough fucking neighborhood, man. And my life itself, like Bugsy, I was in my mother's womb. And there's so much domestic violence in our household that I was in my mother's womb, and my dad he used to smash my mother over because she was really argumentative and she'd try to and loud. He was a man of few words. I talked a lot. He didn't say fucking shit. He was stern as fuck. You know, born in 1940, you know. Yeah, enough CD, you know. He's just got fucking with me. Yeah, he's just smashing. And I was in the womb getting booted around like a soccer ball. Boom, boom. My brother was the witness. He told me that's what he saw. He's 2.5 years older than me. You know, and like, but that doesn't just end there. That's the beginning of my life, and all the way through. Horrible fucking shit. A lot of horrible shit, and there's some good moments in there, but only good in like in respect of the fucking level of bad. But to me, I really holy shit. We went somewhere and ate a meal, and no one fucking smashed anybody over, and the police came, and fucking someone was really drunk, and fought with some other people. My dad was a country music fucking fan, man. He loved it. So you can just imagine. He was like a country boy from America, almost. New Zealand version of it. White man, staunch white man in New Zealand. And he listened to like all those country greats. Waylon Jennings, fucking Merle Haggard, Ricky Skaggs, you name it. Like, he loved them. And he listened to a little bit of disco, the Boney M. Not fly to Venus. Yeah, that song. One time I was
kind of an odd combination there.
It's like he's like trying to get the spotlight going, and like we're in an urban setting, like there's houses everywhere, and there's a shop down the road. He's like, go to the shop and get this. And I'm like 9, 10, small 13, and I'm going to the shop, and my dad's testing the spotlight for when we go on the boat. He's a fucking fishing nut. He'd get us all killed because he'd be drinking like fucking legless drunk. You know what I mean? And a real fucking not like me. I can walk no matter how much fucking not. I had to have a lot of alcohol before I'm fucking bouncing off walls and shit. He would do that off drinking all down beer. It's like fucking what?
Motor.
Go to the shop.
Motor.
Looking back at the house up in the sky, and there's this fucking huge fucking spotlight going like 200 meters into the 300 meters in the air, and they can hear Night Flight to Venus. He's at the stereo fucking blasting like like, you're fucking crazy, dude.
Motor.
Got the soul. That was the beam.
Motor.
They put it up, man, in the parts.
I reckon I figured out.
Motor, Kiwi's trying to talk to you.
A long, long time ago can mean something in any moment.
Oh, true, bro. Oh, bro. And then what happened, bro? And then what did the possum look like after that, boss? Fuck, was it dead or alive, man? Just be honest.
Yeah, old Billy G. James. God bless his soul, man. He was a funny guy, man. Talented person, could sing. He's a bit like me, really. I mean, I can sing. I think I can sing. But he could entertain. He'd do fucking cabaret, you fucking name it. He was like Benny Hill. He was the merry Benny Hill. Yeah, Benny Hill, Fuzzy?
Yeah, I know who Benny Hill is. Yeah.
You know what? A brown vision, like local, culture, sort of. Yeah. The Mary's were going to kill him. Like, what are you trying to make us look like fools? They were going to get him because he was taking the piss out of his own fucking heritage and shit, and they were like, we don't like it. It's like, what? Chill, he's fucking giving the Chinese shit as well. You can't do it these days, but he's got videos. He's like, I was at the takeaways the other day, and I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna get some chips. And he was like, oh, you want shit? Some chips. He's like, you want shit? You want shit? I said, I don't fucking have shit, man. I want some fucking food now, man. And I go, oh, you want stick bigger? Stick bigger. He's just giving them shit. I don't know how it actually goes, but what you want? He's doing all that shit. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Any Chinese people. I'm not trying to have a go. I love Chinese people. I had two
what I reckon, bro?
God, I didn't have them, but I had 2 Chinese friends. They were cool.
I'll tell you, bro. I'll tell you what I reckon, bro. I reckon they're going to move the border from Auckland to about 2.5 hours south, and they're just going to border the fuck out of Rotorua, and you can't go in or out of Rotorua, Motor. How would you like that for Christmas?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh?
Like, fuck yeah, can't no retreat for 14 years.
Oh, it's a good idea because
Go a
we could
little
go
more
down
and
to
put you in it
Tauranga.
too, Kiwi.
Hey,
Man,
we could
they
turn
turn up with that sort of
Rotorua
turn into a
into the
wolf,
FEMA
fucking
camp.
like,
We just
shit,
turned the
they come in
whole
with
of Rotorua into a
hey,
FEMA camp.
Bugsy, we'll just do what Australia's doing. They'll probably send some of their troops over here because, massive country, little country. They'll say, like we'll send 2 over there, Dudes with like trucks, they're like military shit and all over, like gun down the street. We're like, okay. Yep, what do you
Just
want us to
training
do?
exercise.
Fucking
No,
start
that would just be a training exercise.
No,
what
it's going to
you
be
do
like
is
it's going to be like Planet of the Apes. They're going to ride in on horses.
man.
They're going to catch you with
Horses?
nets, and then
Yep.
they're going to inject you with the
Fuck.
goddamn
Oh,
Nah, I want that dude
the
on the
pokey.
horse with the whip. With the whip.
They're going to ride
With the
in,
whip.
catch you with nets, then they're going to
Yeah,
poke you with the pokey, poke you with the
Yeah.
jab.
Planet of the Apes, all 5.
Then
or
they'll
4
let
of
you
them.
go, and then they'll ride
Milo.
in again 2 weeks later and throw nets over you again, and then
What
they'll
about
poke you
drones?
with the second jab.
What about nets and drones? No horses,
No,
Nets and
because
drones.
they just want to be fucking ruthless.
Oh, so you get a garbage truck, with the prongs on the front, and just put police, or no, you'd change it from police to social distancing security officers, and put that on the garbage truck, and it just picks up your car. Just picks up your entire car.
When the technology is in the hands of the authorities, the oppressor, the governments, the police, not there.
I want the FEMA. Where's the FEMA camps, man?
There's
Come
no
on.
hope. Like they were to know when any fucking crime's happening, and they can make anything they really want a crime. No, it's illegal to fart now. Well, you
can fart. You're allowed to fart in Rotorua because it smells like fart. So if you fence it off, how are you going to go for a bath when it's boiling hot water? It's perfect. It smells like farts. You can't actually go use the water because it's boiling, piping hot, and you're all locked in. And the Rotoruans is probably going to fucking eat anyone that comes into the FEMA camp.
I've been locked in for years. I'm like a vampire.
I'm going to get a travel exempt. I've got to get a travel exempt and get my ass down there and just go, well, why are you going to Rotorua? Because it's the future FEMA camp. Let me through the fucking border.
Crazy. It's just full of fucking people with motorbikes that just got them going. And I've got to go, bro. Down the road, all fucking bro. Oh, there's every man and his dogs.
We have them at the park, eh? At the park.
Big Commodore LS and bug. Next week, there's this fucking car that goes past, but you can hear it, like really fucking hear it, if you know what I mean. Like fucking holy fuck, when you're sleeping 6 o'clock in the morning, fuck, it just comes on hard. I think it's like a fucking Camaro or fucking something like that, or a Dodge Viper or something. It's something, one of those ones, American. And all you can hear is like
it's a bloody Ford with no exhaust.
It's like fuck, and it's a V8. I was like, fuck, that's loud and just really hits real quick. Like, I got a NASCAR engine with open headers. I was like, I started mowing up like a taxi. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah. Worked 3 fucking 400 cans, solid steel lifters. Sound like taxi.
All right,
these guys around here.
Thank you. Yeah, but the truth is, mate, it's probably a Lada with no exhaust.
It could be. Yeah.
Did you ever know that house around the corner, a couple of streets from you, and it erupted right behind the garage? You know the one, couple of streets around from you, and it erupted, man. It had a geyser right at the back of the garage.
You can come over. It'll be good to meet you, Bugsy. I mean, fucking Bugsy. Kiwi, it'll be good to meet you, man.
Yeah, but did you ever know
that you're from Auckland, you can't even get in. They fucking got you there.
In Rotas? Did you ever walk past that lady's house that had a fucking geyser at the back of the garage? It just came up from nowhere.
I'm new here. I've only been here.
Oh, bro, you gotta find out. Ask the bro. Just ask the bro because he's been there for a while, hasn't he?
Who's that? My brother.
Your bro.
Yeah.
Ask the bro. Just say, bro, Apparently, there's a house around here, and the guys are fucking the steam just blew the shit out right at the back of her garage. You know how you have the garages out the back, and it blew it, and she had to move.
Yeah. It's like,
just ask him. Just say, "Where is that, man?" And he'll go, "Oh, that's just down there." And if you can get that while you're walking about, that would be mean, because I'm pretty sure that hasn't stopped, eh?
Are you fucking in Red River? What did you say?
No, I've done my time, bro. I've done my time.
Oh, you've been over here before. Yeah.
I've sent plenty of mud. That's what I was saying. I've sent plenty of mud overseas to friends.
My video that I did in my channel way back a bit, where I went to Kudo Park, 36-minute video. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got to do that now, eh? You could do that. We've got about a year of doing that, and then people.
That goes right between where all the fucking steam's coming up, and they had it all closed off. I was like, no, fuck, that would have been mean as just walking into like fucking the moors, and like just fucking.
The Rainbow Springs, Polynesian Spa.
There, yeah. Wooden bridge across the middle of a.
Oh, hey, Bugsy's back. Gotta go.
I just got
our borders are opening tomorrow.
My brother's asking something. It just pops up on the screen. He gets the icons. It's like, oh, now I can't push back. You know what I mean? He's over the top of it. Fuck, I need another piss.
Our international borders are reopening tomorrow. Canada and Mexico for non-essential travel. So, yeah. We're doing it right, I don't know. I haven't decided what side of the fence I fall on as far as that goes. Border opens tomorrow. Today for you guys, Kiwi, because you're on the other side of the date line. It'll be the same date that you guys are in. It'll just be in the middle of the night for you. Yeah.
Oh, as soon as you pull it out. Yeah. Because I have 3 Ds back from here. Hey. So here. Come. Say hello to Buffy. Here's my niece. Hello, bit.
Oh, hi, my
Yeah. They're regular thing, don't worry about it. Hi. This is my niece.
Hello.
Partner was the one with the fucking guy to jail with the.
Oh, yeah, the a-hole.
No, they already know all about that. Don't worry, they're good people.
The a-hole?
That's my niece.
I'm not an a-hole.
Yeah. I think he got like 2 years or something. Yeah. So, but he, from the sounds of things already, he still hasn't been in any new trips. He's still like, wait till I get there. Oh, okay, we'll see what things are. And he's careful with his wording. I was like, it's the ill feeling, you know, calling us snitches and shit. Of course, we're going to snitch on. They're doing a. Oh my god! I thought they were having a fight. It was like, hey, oh, it's getting ready. My foot ready to boot now. Hey, you guys sorted it. Sometimes they the rappers. I don't know what the fuck these kids are doing these days, but I go inside and I hear them go making up all these lyrics, and they got this little tune going. I'm like, yeah. Not style focused. Don't worry about style. keep your fucking head in the right place, otherwise you'll start won't mean shit. Yeah. Yeah, it stopped. Anyway, what was I doing? Bring the plant.
Whose new neighbor's Kiwi? Oh, big yawns. I in my head. Something fell off the back of my desk, and I don't know what it was.
Bringing my babies in here, man. Oh, God, man. One more.
I know what it was. Back of the nose. Children doing the haka to the new neighbors to move out already.
Alright, man. We got her going. Show you this. Show you my babies, man. Seven little. Yeah. Something was chewing on the leaves. I was like, "What the fuck, your ass doing?" So I thought, "Well, how do you be there? Cover the fucking leaves. I'll let the air be able to get in." Sure enough.
Right on.
See, there only hasn't been enough sun. It's been too wet, but they're just dying for light. But
yeah, you need to get that to where it'll get some sunlight.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, man.
These ones are pretty good. They look very much the same too. Like, look at that one, and look at this one. Fucking twins, yeah. Good. This one too, same color. That one's the big one. That's probably a big male. Hopefully that's a female. That'll be good if it's a fucking female, man. That's strong, that one. This little fella here is weird. Probably a male. That's doing all sorts of funny things. This one had 3 leaves when it first came up. Instead of 2, it had the 3. I was like, what the fuck? It was coming out the side. Yeah, it was coming out the sides. But I tried to show someone the other day, but they must have, they've burnt away. Not there anymore. Even this one here is the biggest one. It still has its little baby leaves, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look at it. Compared to these ones, this one's got rid of it. One's already, and it's like, I don't know that anymore, mate. Fucking way again. Something was eating the fucking leaf. Look at that.
Yeah.
Some moth or some shit. I was like, fuck. I
We
would
get
stand out.
caterpillars.
Yeah.
Caterpillars.
I found one of them and I was naughty and I burned its face with the lighter as well.
You better be careful because you'll fucking burn your finger on the lighter by accident afterwards.
Yeah, man. That's like, oh, I'll burn you back. That was a spirit going, oh, yeah, I'm already a ghost. I've got you. Wonder how many males I got this time. Last season, did 5 plants. 1 male. 1 female. 4 males. I know.
Oh, I have not had a male in the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah. I think it was because I was in Bennydale, and where I was there's a guy out there called Blue, and all his plant, he just leaves them any old where, and waters them sometimes, and they just got seeds all the way through them, and there's like real fucking shitty as no sticky You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just fucking cardboard fucking buds. You know what I mean? Seeds all the way through it. But these, I think that one and that one and that one are his ones. Could be wrong, but you know. This guy come over. He knows my brother, and he had a little bit of some fucking shake. A little bit of shake because there was nothing around. He had a little bit of crumbs. There was a seed in there. And that's what that one is. I didn't even know what this fucking was. Yeah, it's strong. It was the one that was like, yep, boom, back it like from in the soil with the root ready to grow. It was up in like fucking 7 or 8 hours. It was already coming up out of the ground, and it didn't even have really much. And then like in hours of it trying to open. It already opened, and the next 2 leaves were already coming up. I was like, what? Delayed reaction, you know?
Yeah.
It's a strong, that could be a fucking big one like what you got there, Bugsy, that big sativa. Fuck, I'm going to in the ground, man.
Put that up into the ground and it might do that.
Here comes somebody. Who's this? Oh, it's my brother. He's my brother. Hey, no, not yet. Hang on. He's talking drug deals here. How you know? I'm on a live stream. You want to? Yeah. No, I haven't yet. Oh no. Oh yeah, I gotta go soon. He's giving me the hurry up and get some De Niro's.
Giving you the hurry up.
Give me the hurry up for the ATM transactions. Say hello. This is my brother. Today is what he
hello.
Said.
Hello. This is my brother.
I mean, this is Craig.
I mean, oh yeah, asshole.
Oh yeah, asshole. Ogre. Edward Koskalowski.
How's it going?
Ogre. Oh, asshole. Ogre.
I'm doing good.
He's from Arizona.
Arizona.
He's from desert, man.
Sitting in the desert.
Yeah, definitely.
You can go from New Zealand to Arizona. It is so fucking far away that it's just phenomenal. Right now. Hey.
We're getting into winter, but it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit at 11 at night.
68. What's that in Celsius?
That's heaps. That's a couple of less. 32 is frozen. 0. And 40 something will in 12. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he knows me for a couple of years. About a year. I don't trust this guy with my card. I'm only joking. But I don't trust him with my card.
Hey. It's 20 degrees. It's 20 degrees.
I love you. I love you and leave you, Bugsy.
All right, man.
I love you and leave you. And anybody in that chat, you're all good. A friend. I pulled myself off, not the leaves. What are you talking about?
There's another Kiwi in the chat from Gore.
What? Don't worry about my damn. Don't worry about it. No. It's a weird plant. That one was the one that came out with 3 leaves on it at the start. Possibly. That's all right. That'd probably be the only sole surviving plant. The littlest tiny little one. I've had that happen before.
I live where during the summer my outdoor plants I have to water them like twice or 3 times a day because it's that dry.
Oh yeah. Yep. Same thing. It's the 47 degrees. I was like, fuck, if you drank that fucking 2 liters already. Yeah. Because it was roots, closed basket thing. So it's like, I haven't got much soil. What do you want? You know, fuck it, just drank the whole lot, man. Fucking 3-4 times later. Every couple of hours. Cause I'm like, yeah, we got to get flying there. Yeah, man. And everybody in the chat.
Start drooping.
Don't go change. Love you, man. That's it. Take care, Kiwi, man. If you're still there, who the hell? Oh, I was wondering who's got the egg packet. Oh, that's me. Look.
Right on, right on. Thanks for coming up there, Motor. I'm trying to mess with my microphone arm and do things at the same time. I'm just not doing okay. I'm just not. I'm snot. I'm snot. It's not doing okay. It's not doing okay. Mixed show tonight. Yeah, well, I didn't hype it up or put a title other than Let's Smoke. Let's Smoke was the only title I put on. I didn't plan any fucking karaoke. I'm not going to stay up doing it tonight. So, it's not funny. I know, but I can't help that. Sometimes it's just not as funny as other times. And sometimes I can help it. I can be the funny one. Oh, Hamilton can always be the funny guy. He's always got it within him to be funny guy. Sometimes I don't feel happy enough to be funny guy. Maybe it's just a problem that I have with my own depression or sorrows that I feel over some things or something. I don't know. Well, I can't please myself all the time. Well, I can please myself any goddamn time I want, but please yourself. Come on now, please yourself. Oh, I keep seeing a little wave, a ripple go through the fucking green screen. It's that fan that's causing that ripple is on the other side of the green screen, and it's calling to me. I might have a decent night tonight. I don't know. Well, I got still, didn't I? That's amazing. That must mean it's working as a painkiller. See, that's the problem, and I mean it. The problem with me using marijuana as my painkiller. Uh, for me to smoke the right amount to where it starts stopping the pain in my lower back, that's the same amount where I start getting fucking too high or too much of anything. Oh, what's sitting on me? You know, that's literally that's it's at the same threshold. And I think they may be related because it seems to always be the same threshold. But that being said, when I'm sitting here alone at night and I got nothing better to do but go to bed, and I can smoke it and drive out in the desert. I do what I call sailing, out in the desert. I call it sailing the seas of cheese, actually, but I just call it sailing. It's where I get on the dirt road and I put it in drive and I just let it idle in first gear and idle along in first gear. And then I'm just no feet unless I have to brake. I just steer it along. And you're barely moving. And you're out in the desert. You ain't gonna run people over. Might run a rabbit over by accident because it's in the bushes, but should hear me rumbling on and fucking get the fuck out of the way. But then again, I don't know. Everything is as everything does. All right, Kiwi. I'm at 2.5 hours. I'm gonna shut my stream down, and I'm gonna go fucking pop in over at Dog Pound Stream. If you want to come along and raid with me, I'm gonna hit Dog Pound. So everybody, be safe tonight. Keep exploring. Stay safe. Thank you, Kiwi.
Strangleholds. For those long nights when you just can't seem to fall asleep, they'll put you out like a light. Get yours tonight. Stranglehold.
This is the captain speaking.
your lack of cannabis disturbing.